Okay, started recording, and here is hopefully the first recording where the sound doesn't go to shit.
In a long while.
So
Yeah,
I
been
got
like
a question.
2 recordings so far that was just useless because of
I got a
fucking
question.
sound updates and stupid shit.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, Jonathan, what is your
How do I
question?
make it so? Oh, never mind. I figured it out.
I'm getting out all the bad rolls now.
I'll bring up the map of Luskan. You can just get rid of that map of the Savage Frontier if you just cross it off. We don't need that now. There's the map of Luskan. This is where we are. Get rid of the Savage Frontier map itself. Okay, so last session began long ago. No, okay, so last session we started with a bit of a dream sequence again with Vaymir. Turns out Paige, cheeky bitch, can speak Draconic, and he was saying things like, "This vessel is mine. This one is cursed." Things like that in Draconic.
By the way, Paige is some like random woman we saved from bandits.
Oh yeah, for Tim, because he's missed the last 2 sessions. Bless him. So we reached. After that, we set off and we reached Klesken, where he got into a bit of a scrap with Osk. Had quite a funny bar fight with those boys, but it turns out they just love a good scrap, and now you're all best mates. The ship that you came here for is missing. No, like Osk is pretty sure he saw a sunken vessel, but he has no proof that it was the Moon Maiden. No, the Dancing Wave. Sorry, his ship is called the Moon Maiden. You've arranged 120 gold passage to Neverwinter, which, again, by some crazy coincidence, happens to be where you need to go to find the Black Mamba. Ho ho!
Oh,
Well, no, that's where the latest information has been said, where you could potentially find them. You boys had a bit of a boozy night. John woke up next to an absolute knockout broad, probably a redhead with big tits, called...
No, she is not redheads. Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Shut up,
like-
John.
my mom's a redhead. Okay.
Shut up, John.
So?
So every time you see a redhead, you think of your mom.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it's a curse.
That's a
Oh,
weird
mate.
fetish, but
I wish.
okay.
I wish. Hey.
I think you could read something Freudian into that.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm not that Freudian, you know.
So you had a boozy night, and Apoff went home early, and his blade had summoned itself on his bed, and then as he picked it up, it decided to attune itself to him, which is something rarely done. Because I'm pretty sure I've made that up. I can't find anything in the rules about it, but whatever. The boat to Luskan sets off in, did I say 2 days? We'll go with 2 days anyway, even if I didn't say that. Yeah. Oh, you also went to Temple of Umbrella. What did we go there for? Fucking, I was so pissed last
We
session.
talked about the curse and stuff,
Oh yeah.
or like the,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
That was the ocean god or whatever it was that you were like trying to get.
Yeah,
help from.
then we donated some money to it.
Yeah,
so
did you deduct your gold
that
for
cunt
that? Yeah.
better be fucking happy with us.
Especially seeing as how you're going on the ocean floor.
Yeah.
Did some research on Umberley actually because I wanted to know more about it. Turns out, proper homeboys with the Frost Maiden, the next publisher adventure, is basically going to be the thing. It's set in 10 towns, you know, like Bryn Shander and that. It's basically going to be the thing. It looks really good. You're all going to be betraying each other and stuff. I think that would be cool if we do that. But I digress. Yeah, so you have 2 days now to kill in Luskan, basically. So, like, if you've got any affairs, like you've got gold to spend, you can. You're not going to be picking up like fucking +3 great axes here and things like that. But there is health potions, anything like that. You can think of anything you'd like to do, or you like to research anything or anything like that. Any downtime activities? We've got 2 days now. or if you'd like.
Are there any
Anything?
fighting pits in a place like this?
Probably.
Cool.
By the way, when I'm looking at my inventory in this program, what's that red thing all
Inventory.
over on the right side?
Oh, that is the new thing that you click on to see what it does, because it's a new theme. So it's like this is an official Wizards of the Coast theme. So that's the D&D, one of the D&D logos.
Okay.
If you like go to arrows, you click on them, it'll just say arrows. It'll give you a description of what it is, like how much they cost, blah blah blah. Yeah. Do you just want to buy anything like that, or do you just want to skip ahead 2 days?
What we're planning to do now currently is looking for the Vessel Shane, right?
No. Professor Shane sent you to find her. This quest is basically complete. Like the quest you got off her.
Yeah.
She basically gave you a letter to go to Luskan and get a free boat ride to wherever you wanted to go on the Sword Coast. But recent information has proven that is no longer a successful avenue. So, excuse me. Sorry, I keep burping.
Okay.
So that quest, the Devessa Shane's quest, is pretty much complete. Like,
Yep.
unless you seek to
So
pursue
now we
it.
got nothing to do. And you got some time
Oh,
to kill until.
I'd want to do fight pit, but we don't have to like go through a whole sequence. I was just thinking maybe something like I'll just do 1d20 and then we'll decide how
Okay.
good I did during all that.
What we'll do then is, so you find a fighting pit, yeah,
Yeah.
and you're entering in the heats. So you've entered on competition night. Is anybody else having a fight in the pits?
I'm gonna watch. I'm not really
Watch.
for fighting.
Yeah, my
Blood sport.
Not up for it. Okay, so what we'll do is, yes. Go on.
What? Who?
Oh, I thought we were about to say something.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, don't think I said anything.
Oh no, I thought you were about to say something.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm just trying to think of a way to wing this quick.
You don't have to. Like you can just say there's no fighting pit.
True.
It's a sentence, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, how do you add
There's
like,
no fighting
custom
pit.
items
Yeah.
to inventory?
Okay. Cool.
On the bottom of your inventory, there's like a little button, like a yellow button with a line through it. If you click on that, and then on the top, then you'll see equipment, add item. It'll add a blank item there, and then you can just call it whatever you want.
Now, what was that big red dragon called again?
Clouth.
Wow.
Cloud?
Clouth.
The one that
Clouth.
picked me up.
Yeah, the one that like ate the like
Clouth.
giants or whatever.
Yeah, Clouth. From the Clouthian Vale in the north.
Clouth.
I don't know if I've spelled it right there, to be fair. Actually, very famous person in D&D lore, him, apparently. I don't know much about him, but whatever. What have you wrote that in? Oh, in Elvish.
Just a bunch of squiggly lines.
There is, as well, while we're here, 1 health potion for sale in this town. That's a really bad roll.
I already have 3 though, so.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I guess we're slowly running out of stuff to spend money on, really.
Exactly. Because kicking ass and taking names, boys. Right, we'll skip ahead 2 days then, yeah? To the...
Yeah.
So, we can go back to the Savage Frontier then. Fuck Luskan.
No.
Yeah, so,
Well,
did one of yous pay for... Did one of yous pay for Paige? He has no money.
Yeah, I did. Sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, as long as one of yous remembered to pay for Paige. I roll for random encounters on the sea. Nothing.
No.
We're playing Final Fantasy now?
Yeah. So after the first night, you set off out to sea. He doesn't ask you to work or anything while you're there. He basically just shoves you in one of the lower holds, and you spend the first night there, and
So we're
then
just straight off on the ocean already.
on the ocean,
We
boys.
skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to do like a little thing there about like
Hold on. What do you
cats
want
in
to
the
do?
water.
Stop
All right.
interrupting!
Oh.
Now go ahead.
Well, I was thinking something like, as you all like go onto the boat, you suddenly realize that I'm not suddenly not next to you, and like actually standing like over by like the gangplank at the harbor, and suddenly just looking down into the water and just realizing that oh fuck, like I just seem to be standing there, just like ramrod stiff, just like staring down into the water, and like
What's wrong?
if I wasn't covered in fur, you'd probably see like beads of cold sweat.
Ted, what's wrong?
Yeah, I just kind of don't really answer and just like still standing there like kind of like swallowing and glancing up and glancing back down.
I guess we're kind of standing on the gangplank, or like almost crossing
Mhm.
it. So I kind of give him a gentle push. Come on, Erwig. We don't have all day.
Okay, I basically get all the way down on all fours and just close my eyes and just like, crawl across it as like slowly and like low as I can.
That's
Os-
actually cool.
Osk Thunderhail is bellowing with laughter at the top of the gangplank, watching you do that. Like, tabbies never have sea legs. Get that cat on here, or he gets left behind.
Someone just like grabs me by like the collar and just drags me over. Oh no.
Get on there. Well, you need a cat on board a ship for good luck, don't you? They say.
Just me just crawling straight over to like the central mast or whatever, just like grabbing hold of that as hard as I can.
Is that actually a thing? A cat thing?
I think it was. I think they used to like to keep cats on the ship. Excuse me. That might have just been in the fantasy book I was reading, but whatever.
Was there also something about like women on ships means bad luck?
Probably. Women
so
are bad
how,
luck.
if you wanted to bring a woman onto a ship, how many cats would you need to counteract it?
I don't know.
A lot. Let's move on.
What the fuck? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like still in the.
It's a one to one cat ratio, cat to pussy ratio.
I think I'm still in the mood of that like last conversation we had about combining animals.
Fucking hell. So the first night, like you say, he doesn't ask you to work. He obviously takes the piss out of Earwig all day because he's terrified. He shows
like,
you where you stay.
Sometimes he can hear me just slightly muttering like, "I didn't think this through. I
Sorry about
didn't
that.
think this through."
There's basically like you're in like a common room on a ship. Basically, there's like just hammocks everywhere, bed rolls. It's not comfy living, boys, to be honest. But it is what it is. It's a free ride. You're not walking. Well, it's not free, but you're not walking, and you're probably only gonna. It's only gonna take about 2 days to get to Neverwinter. I think I worked it out as 2.5 days. The first night, Vamir's dreams do comfort him again in quite strongly again.
So I kind of want to spend more time this time, like we discussed, just inspecting and seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the spell that lets me see evil presences.
Okay.
Let me just find it real quick.
So he's there like spazzing on the bed, well, on his hammock.
Yeah.
Paige is like sat next to him, just like listening for what he's saying and stuff as well. Are you gonna cast Detect Evil Presence?
Yes, I think that's the name of it.
Detect Good and Evil, you mean? Yeah.
Yes. I think so. It should be under abilities, but I can't seem to find my
Detect
spells.
Evil and Good. There we go. It's a first level
there you
spell.
go. Detect Evil and Good. Yeah. So
So
I'll
for
cast that. Can I drag and drop this?
No, you can just.
There you go. If you click it, you can see it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Cool. The
for the
spell
duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
So
You know there's a place or object in 30 feet of you magically consecrated or desecrated. That's the key.
Yep.
Yeah.
A spell can penetrate, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin shade of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's muttering away to himself in Draconic.
Yeah,
Quite.
by the way, is there anyone else? Is it just me
It's
and?
full. The common room's full. Like there's even sailors in there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And he's making quite a lot of noise as well.
Okay.
Which a lot of people aren't happy about.
Yeah.
Trying to think. So you cast the spell, right? But you don't sense any of those creatures nearby. But you do. I assume it lets you sense evil.
Oh crap! Sorry.
Yeah, magically or desecrated or consecrated.
Yeah, you see. You know if there is a place. Yeah, you know, like there is evil within Vamir. Right? Like there is something in him.
Okay.
Like, but you don't see like anything, or you can just. So I imagine the world goes like eagle vision on Assassin's Creed. You know, like enemies highlight red. Like
Yeah, I think,
Vamir is like like in his.
Yeah, but
like
it's like
his,
first person. I don't get like the omnipotent.
yeah, I know what you mean. So like, if you imagine like eagle vision on Assassin's Creed, like his scars, like his stone strips, his random stone scars that he's got over him, are the bits that are glowing red.
Oh,
If you know what I mean, like
shit.
those are so that's where the evil is coming from.
Bro, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So, once I've noticed this, I'm take a little cheeky glance around. I know this is kind of metagaming, but do I see something special with Apa's sword when I look at people?
I don't have my
You
sword
won't
out.
see Apoph's sword here. It won't.
Apop
Okay.
has no sword.
I mean, yeah.
Because he won't have it summoned.
Oh yeah, it's
No,
only summoned.
Yeah, he
Oh.
literally pulls out his ass.
That sword has plot armor right now, but I'm gonna say
That's what hexblades do, bro.
Yeah.
Hexblade's entire existence is plot
So
armor.
I would have in character. I would have no idea what's going on with that sword, so I don't really think about it. And I determined that the source of this is from the scars. So after that, I do dispel, I do purify, protection from evil and good. That's what I do.
Casting that on him again to wake him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll transition scene. Voxil.
What up?
Think of a quick place. So, ruined town, like rubble, recently sieged. Think Minas Tirith after the siege, trashed, rubble everywhere. Silence. Pure black night, full moon, silence. Right? You're basically stood in this town, street, ruined buildings everywhere, empty. What do you want to do?
I stand ready with my weapon just like at the front of me, pointing outwards. I slowly walk around the street looking for any signs of life, but staying cautious.
Hang on, let me just pause this music because it's not fitting.
Wait, do you play music?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
this one. Ambience. See if I've got anything.
On the thing though.
So I'm holding my spear out in
Watch,
front
oh,
of me,
fucking watch stream.
kind of like looking around as I walk through the streets.
So you are like taking steps, and there's just the thin little of your footsteps. That's the only noise in the air. Like, and there's just the occasional little. Keep walking, and the streets seem endless, and there's just blackness down every alleyway, and darkness. You look down one alleyway, and you see like eyes open. Like you can't. It's just eyes with. The best way I can say it is serpent eyes. They've got like slits instead of eyelids. Yeah. Down the alleyway.
I actually want to ignore it. I kind of want to move past it.
You just want to ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you look further down. Keep going. Every time you look down an alleyway now, like one, maybe two eyes appear, like serpent
This is getting
eyes.
closer.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I
they're
actually-
always about equidistant. They're like always like about 20, 30 meters down in the like because it's pitch black down the alley. See, like magical darkness kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I don't want to move down an alleyway. I don't like. That's just what I'm thinking now. Is if I move down, I might fuck myself. That's what Baymir would be thinking.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, yeah.
He kind of keeps moving a bit more, but if it seems like the eyes are getting closer or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like I'm moving in a loop?
Yeah,
basically?
so like, remember when you got caught in that thing when you tried to run for the door and it just keeps
Yeah,
going? Yeah, so it's
okay.
like you're walking down this street and it just keeps, because you can only see about say 80 meters ahead of you and it's darkness. But as you walk more forwards, like more of it comes in and it just seems endless. You've probably walked 200 meters already. It's just
Yeah. I fucking finally man up. No, I kind of get my wits behind me and I decide to go down the alley, trying
You
to
going?
confront this thing, calling out to it.
What do you say? You say you're calling out to it?
Yeah, I'm calling. Fuck. I'm trying to think. What would Baby say? Show yourself, fiend, before I strike thee down. Minus the thee part. I don't know why I said that.
As you say that, there's like whispers then, like in your head. Like they're quite incoherent though. They're like, you know what I mean? Like there's like thin whisper again in your brain. It sounds like they're coming from all around you. It's like, are you stepping into the alley?
Yes, I fucking just go
You
for it.
So you step into the alley, and then like there's only one set of eyes down here. I'm assuming you're in like a fighting stance, walking
Yeah.
slowly towards it. Yeah. And like it smiles, and there's just this huge row of teeth, like sharp fangs, and it. I think. So yeah, it kind of smiles.
Does it charge at me?
No. Again, you
No,
can like as you walk towards the eyes, they're moving away as well, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And
They're
then
moving away from me.
And then it kind of smiles. You look behind you. There's nothing there. Look ahead of you. So like it's black all around now in this like
Oh,
and
shit.
like the darkness keeps closing in, and in, and in.
Okay. Can I sit down and try and meditate? Calm myself a bit more? See if I can get this under hand?
Yes, can.
Okay. So I immediately sit down, put my spear in front of me in a way that I can immediately pick it up if something were to happen while meditating.
So you start meditating and you're obviously clearing your mind, and then the whispers become a bit more coherent then as the blackness kind of starts to envelop you, and it's just like you can start hearing words like murderer, and it's just they're all accusations like murderer, and I'm trying to think what else it was they were going to get you for. We'll just say that for now, just so they're accusing you is like you killed them all, you, and it's like you are cursed, and then you kind of snap out of it then because that's when John's cast his thing on you. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
there we go.
I don't want to be. Wait, that's it. I'm not screaming this time because I'm.
No.
That's yeah.
So
Okay.
you awake with a bit of a start, covered in a cold sweat, and there's just and Paige is like kind of like mopping your brow
Yeah.
a bit.
I guess
Just-
you probably heard like the last part of my prayer, like as you were
Probably.
fading out.
Yeah, you heard John's Leo's voice, should I say, and you kind of woke up, and like you say, Leo, is around you, and like Paige is there, offering you like a very weak smile, like, hello.
I'm just coldly staring at her for a bit.
I kind of put a hand on Vamir's shoulder, and I say, I think I found the source of your curse, if I can
Yeah.
call it that. There's evil dormant in your scars, but it's slowly waking
Must be that sensation I'm feeling with it. As I kind of look at my scars. That
Paige pipes up as well. Is like, he just said fire.
fire.
Yeah, nothing else.
She says there's 25 words for fire in Draconic, and he just kept saying random ones over and over.
This boggles
Yeah.
my mind even more the deeper we go into this.
It's kind of like how Eskimos have like
We
100
need-
different words for snow.
Yeah.
We need to find a way to deal with those scars.
Indeed. Once we get to the next town, we'll go look for Cleric or someone that can just deal with this.
Have you tried anything on your own to remove the scars?
No, I've cut the scars open before, but it's just deep in within me, basically. It is part of me. It is my body.
Those curses are hard to deal with.
There's no way
We should
of
really
removing this.
consult with an expert.
Indeed, I agree. But removing the flesh around or trying to remove the scars have only made things worse, I'd say. It's like it's reacting, protecting itself, but also enveloping over me, in and around.
Nice. Love these dream sequences.
Hmm.
Just made that up on the spot. That was a lot of fun. I was like,
Hell yeah.
I decided to add some spice.
No, it was good, man. Telling a story together. It's lovely. What you call it? Yeah. So we'll like a few of the guys come over. Like, does he do that every fucking night and things like that? And some of them are pretty pissed off that they got woken up and stuff. But obviously, like Vamir's probably done. He's just gonna go stand on the deck for a bit or something now. Have a thing.
I just ignore them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give them all scary, cold stares. See if I can scare them like that.
Little scowls, like. 2 seconds. I'm gonna go grab another beer. I'll be 1 sec.
You're talking to me?
Ah.
Right back to you then.
Going
So,
to the
the-
party on my
the next-
crazy
The next morning, Mr. Arkstone is stood on the deck, just like probably in the center, holding the mast as usual, because you just felt like you needed a bit of air or something. Osk Thunderhail comes up behind you, Ark, the captain of the ship, and he kind of just says, "Hey, Tabby." Ark?
Think you got a heart attack?
Ark?
Does he hear us?
Cat?
Arkstone?
Airway?
Pussy? Pussy? Hello?
Is he there?
I saw his thing light up.
Maybe he's talking to someone.
We'll pause for a minute then, see if... Cause,
Maybe. Oh, I think he said, "I'll be right back." Something.
oh, when
that
I went
was-
to get a beer.
Yeah, I thought he
Oh,
said like
okay.
he was gonna start part 2 or whatever.
That part too.
To be fair though, it makes sense that it'll be kind of you go FK, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
Well, no.
So, there we go.
Right back.
All right.
There
There we go.
Is-
Excuse me.
So we got another boulders.
Ark, after the night, you go out onto the deck on the morning, yeah? Just for like a bit of fresh air.
No, I don't.
All right. Okay. That kind of ruins it.
Kind of staying downstairs because
Okay
Yeah.
then. Let me just roll a d4 then. 1, 2, 3. Not Vamir. He's just had the limelight. John.
Alright.
Next one along. So you kind of just stood on the deck the next morning, and Os comes up behind you. What are you?
Priest, probably.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
So he goes, "Hey, Windwalker."
Yes.
that fucking elf of yours scream every night?
Apparently he does, but I had to spend some extra time tonight observing him. From now on, I'll quickly put an end to his affliction. You see, he can't control it. It's a
Well,
curse or something like that.
I've got hard-working men on this ship, see? Men who work all day, and all they do get is a little bit of sleep on the night, and that's probably their only vice while they're here. He doesn't sleep in the fucking hold anymore. He stays on the deck if he's gonna be screaming. Capiche?
Oh, how about we see how it goes tonight? If I'm too slow in stopping affliction,
He takes a
we could-
bedroll, and he sleeps on the deck.
let's be reasonable. We paid for this. At least give us a discount.
No discount. My boat, my laws. He's an elf. He doesn't even need to sleep. He'd stay on deck with a bedroll. That's where he stays tonight.
Oh, he's being very, not even willing to,
He's very angry. Like, he had angry sailors this morning. He's pissed.
yeah.
Like, he cares for his men more than you, probably.
Yeah. Kind of what I say to him as well. Basically, I try to make him stand.
Yeah.
Like, give us at least a chance, you know?
So he says,
If he'd be willing, like, very humble.
right, okay then. So he says, one peep out of that fucking elf, and he's off the boat. No, he wouldn't say that because he wouldn't do that. One peep off the elf, he's on the deck, and he doesn't go back fucking down there. Last thing I want is one of my men getting angry and knifing him while he's sleeping.
Yeah. Do you know of a good alternate spot to sleep? At least somewhere in good cover of nature. I know he's a hardy fellow, but I wouldn't do that to him unless it was strictly necessary.
Right.
Which we will see if it will be
Could sleep.
necessary.
Move those barrels, be in shelter from the wind just there. He points at like the steps leading up to where the.
Do you think it'd be
helm would
okay to take one of the tarps from the emergency boats?
He's like, yeah. He says like, take a tarp, do whatever you want, give him a bedroll.
And it sounds
fine.
like a plan. I'm very happy that we managed to reach a compromise. We'll have to wait for tonight then.
So he like kind of gets a match out and just lights a pipe. Yeah. Goes, yep. Wind's good. Should be at Neverwinter by tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your boat
Whoa.
ride.
Thank you.
Yeah. Toddles off.
Oh, like tomorrow. Damn, these boats are quick.
Well, yeah. You got to think. You can do 24 miles in a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it goes at about walking pace, but it goes 24 hours a day, doesn't it?
Then
Doesn't
why
need
was
to
it? Then why was it so fucking expensive? God damn it.
No, the
Guys
wind's
ripping us off.
good as well. Like it's winter,
Yeah.
winds are blowing strong. You know what I mean? And
I mean, I'm guessing I wouldn't mind in character, but I'm kind of greedy in real life, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tight
all right.
bastard.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I kind of go over to Aelith?
Aelith? You mean?
Vaymir. There you go.
Yeah.
Go over to Vaymir and I kind of say, "Oi, Vaymir."
Yeah,
If I can find him, I don't know what you're doing currently. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, chill out on this boat.
I don't actually know what I'd be doing on a boat.
Probably just
Already.
Meditating, like looking at the sea,
No, I'm
listening
not
to the birds.
meditating. I'm trying to meditate as least as possible. As like few times as possible. I don't want to get that shit, man.
don't want to get the Rona.
Yeah, man.
Excuse me.
I guess I'd be on the deck, just like looking out into the sea.
Are you like talking with people or?
Well, they don't really like me at the moment, so
Yeah,
no.
I see that. You're kind of sitting by yourself, I guess.
People are giving you like
go,
dirty glances
yeah.
as you're like cutting about.
So I kind of walk over to you.
I'm trying not to
Happens,
cause trouble too, because well, yeah, we're still in relative good, like standing with the people, anyways. So no point in me Fucking meta.
And go over to Vimir and say, "Oi, that captain's kind of mad about the incident tonight.
Understandable, but
He wanted to.
nothing I
He
can
wanted
do
to
on my
throw
part
you.
about that. And
He
you
wanted
know
to
it.
throw you onto the deck. That you sleep there for the night.
I'd be happy to.
I
Not that I
managed
actually
to.
sleep, but you know what I mean.
I managed to kind of talk him down. Got a question for you.
Sure,
After
ask
I
ahead.
wake you up after the first time, do you get any bad dreams? First?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the same night.
Wait. Hold up. Sorry.
Oh.
Power's back on. I'll be right back. Gotta.
We'll take a quick break there then, boys, if you want, because Vox will be about 5 or 10 minutes while he turns the
Yeah.
generator
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Or we could
Be
do
right
any.
back.
We could do some other stuff if anybody wants to. In fact, what we can do actually, quickly. Apof, are
Yeah,
you
while
still
we're
here?
having this chat, you guys
I
can
am.
do something else. Oh, yeah.
So when the music in your head, ever since the incident in the hotel room, like it is a lot more clear to you. Like before, it would just sound like distant, but now like you can, when you hear it, you feel like you can put an emotion to it. Like the music sounds like an emotion to you.
Yeah.
So like when you stepped onto the boat, like there was like this like sound you heard in your head, and it like excitement, new feeling. Like that was how you felt. Like what? Like when you heard the music, you translated the music as sounding to you. You can't explain how you know it sounds like that, but it just sounds like excitement and first time. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And there's other things now. It's like it's almost like the sword is trying to talk to you, basically, is what it like through its emotions. So that's how,
dear.
yeah.
Oh no.
But you don't. It doesn't feel bad to you. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
It
doesn't-
feels like it should be happening, but it's still confusing that it's happening.
Yeah, exactly. So when, like, say when you were listening into what was going on with Vaymir,
Mhm.
like the music would have kicked in, and concern. You know what I mean? Like you heard the music and it was like, oh, that music means concern, and you don't know how you know it.
It
You
was
just
the
do know.
Jaws theme tune.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to explain how the music in your head is working a bit more. It isn't annoying. It isn't constant. It's only just pops up every now and then and gives you a little
Alright.
nudge. Yeah.
That's
Any
good,
any
yeah.
But it's like
questions?
schizophrenia.
Well, to be honest, Lurk doesn't really want other people to know that he's having a bit of a mid sword life, a mid hexblade life crisis. So
You
he's
haven't told anybody know about this.
no, he hasn't
No.
told anyone
No.
at all. He keeps it very firmly to himself. I mean, I know the rest of the party know there's something up with Lurk because he
He get
literally
shiters the other night.
yeah, and he summoned demons before, so
Yeah, I keep giving you dirty glances.
Lurk will just like wave back like completely unfazed because he knows that if it was enough of a problem, then you would have said something directly. But Lurk, like I said, Lurk keeps it to himself. He doesn't really take his sword out at any point. He just sort of like listens to it and treats it as, when you have a conversation in your head with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, oh, I've got to do the dishes when I get home. Whatever.
yeah, he basically treats it
Yeah.
this. Also, do you want to hear something fucky?
Hmm?
50% of people don't hear their own voices in their head when they think.
That's
I've heard
fine.
of that.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
that before too. That's like really
I think
weird
that's
for me.
bullshit. I think
that's
bullshit.
bullshit because I don't know anyone that doesn't hear their own
Oh, Shagger
voice.
says he can't hear his voice in his head.
Yeah.
Like
I guess
you know what I love about the voice in my head? I can do any accent ever.
Yeah, and then you
Like-
start talking, and it doesn't work anymore, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like really weird like that. Like when I like read, like I don't know, read books, whatever. Like I always like read everything as it's like an actual actor, like speaking
do-
like you would. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
You can read it in like a perfect woman's voice, can't you? And like then you're just like, oh
And
yeah.
if I like try it with my actual voice, it just all falls apart.
Another thing, Luke. Do you want to ask a sort of question?
No.
Do you want to
he's-
talk? Do you want to try and communicate with it, or are you just listening for now?
For now, look, we'll listen because he's on a boat and he doesn't really want to have a mental breakdown like Voxel.
Ooh.
I actually haven't come in
Alright.
for my break because I need a piss.
No,
I
that's
thought
fine.
you'd be longer.
Yeah, no, we actually got it down fast because it's raining, so we went to get it.
Right, yeah, fair one. Oh mate, I bet it rains when it rains there.
Yeah,
Does that make
it's
sense?
fucking
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you mean. Like, it's hard.
Well, I remember when it rained in Kenya. Like we went in the wet season as well. Fucking hell, I've never seen
no,
rain like
in
it.
Africa hits hard. Like, it's not like it doesn't drizzle. Like, the rain in England, from what I've always seen, it's just drizzling constantly.
We
Like,
can have
here,
bad
it
rain, but
hits-
like not like the. Right, I'm gonna go
Not
for my
often.
piss and everything. I'll be back in a sec.
like our house used to actually flood. Not flood like the kitchen would know. But we have a lot of things now around the house where it
Nights, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
sometimes his visions are not as vivid as the one he had last night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of calmed down for the
Mm.
week or whatever.
Bells are certainly helping.
I don't know if I get the impression that the presence gets scared away or whatever.
Hello.
Welcome back. Hello.
Hello.
Girelephant. Oh, fucking hell. Tonight might actually be coming in a bit, maybe, he's saying, but I don't know whether he's just saying that because he's a people pleaser. The next day goes by pretty uneventful and evening as well. Not so much of a scary dream. I don't know, you went to your monk college and you had no pants on or something. That's what your dream was that night.
oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no, Master
My
Vaymir
quarterstaff
gonna...
is sticking out. Oh no.
Disciple Vaymir, where are your pants? Oh no!
Ha ha! Look at him. He's not wearing any pants. Come on, brothers. Let's poke fun at him.
Oh no, how embarrassing.
So,
You killed them all.
you arrive in port in Neverwinter that morning. Now, I have... So, those of you who don't know Neverwinter, okay, I can give you a map of it, just so we could see. Neverwinter map. This is Neverwinter, and it is a beast. It is one of the...
Oh my god.
It is one of the major cities in the whole of Faerun, fabled. It's split into major districts as well.
But
From the look of it, there
isn't
can't
it-
be more than like 4,000 people living there.
let me just point out, right? You know the Neverdeath the graveyard that literally has an undead infestation. They have to clean out every time they want to bury someone.
Yep.
I'm serious. That's in the fucking law.
You have a
so
what?
The graveyard has a huge problem with undead, so they have to send armed guards in with the undertakers.
Legit.
Yeah. Sorry, Neverwinter's like one of the places I know way too much about. So I'm gonna try and be quiet.
Seems like they would have just started cremating the corpses after a while, though.
Meh.
Yeah, but different religions.
Oh well.
Okay, so what you boys would know about Neverwinter, those of you who don't know about it, like obviously major port city within the whole of the Sword Coast and Faerun as a whole. Call it basically this huge fuck off magical volcano erupted nearby and disappeared as quickly as it came, and destroyed most of the city. It is currently like had a really big rebuild project because of what it is. So nearly half a century ago, Mount Hotenu violently erupted, destroying much of Neverwinter, killing thousands and leaving in its wake a great gaping chasm that split the city. Neverwinter was in ruins and external from Nethril there.
So that's
From
what the
Nether-
river in the middle is.
Yes, that's what that is. Yes, from It is currently run by Lord Daggalt Neverember of Waterdeep.
Never
Uh,
remember.
That's his name. It's not important. This is just interest. Really a lot else to say.
Why did that happen? Okay, cool.
But whatever you're looking for in Neverwinter, it's there. Right? There's like just to pull the Fallen Tower. The House of Knowledge contains literally. There's a library there where literally anything you want to know is there. There's clerics there, whatever you want to do. Castle Never is where Lord Neverember lives. The Sleeping Dragon, very famous pub in the lore. And there's the Never Death main graveyard, like I say, where it's just fucked. You touch down at somewhere just outside Driftwood Tavern, round about 11 a.m., and there's a light drizzle falling over the town. It's a busy place. People moving, ships coming and going, shipwrights swearing like the sailors they are, barking orders. As you're leaving, Oscar kind of thanks you. He's like, thanks, like, he says, like, you know, the usual, hope you had a nice time on the boat, good luck in all your endeavors, stay safe, boys, like, watch out for them giants.
Yeah, imagining myself having like crawling off of the ship the same way I got on, and just not getting up the whole time we're on the harbor until finally we're not on the harbor anymore, and I'm basically just like probably kissing the ground like, oh my god, it doesn't move anymore. So
Do you want me to carry-
we were
do you
on there
want
for like 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have drawn up 5 times.
I'm guessing my character doesn't get seasick
And, like,
after
this
like
is
2 days.
the first time you hear me speak in like the last 2 days. I've just been like down under death over in a corner in a fetal position.
Hello?
Hello.
Eh?
Hello.
You didn't miss
That-
much, April.
Was that everyone or just me?
Just you.
That was me.
What?
That was me.
Did someone get muted?
No,
Oh.
Apop DC'd. He's
Oh.
still in the fantasy grounds?
Mhm.
Alright, weird. Yeah, so he Oslite says, I asked you, any of you guys ever been to Neverwinter before?
We
Once.
have. I've been here several times.
I've been here too, probably. Yeah. During my years of travel, yes.
Like, so you don't need me to tell you where you're going, boys. Like I say, hopefully I'll see you around again. If you ever need my ship again and we're going where you're heading, come and find the Moon Maiden, and we're always at your service. Take care of yourselves. I'll be staying at the Beach Leviathan if you need anything for probably just tonight.
Thank you.
Short turnaround on this one. Take
Oh.
care, gentlemen. And he turns around and starts like swears, like, "Come on, you sea dogs, get that cargo off!" Rah. Like, I've got drinking to do tonight. Rah. What's the plan then, boys? What would you like to do? Lodgings again, is it first?
Yeah, let's go do lodging first.
Do you want to find somewhere off the beaten path, or do you want to?
I'm probably upscale-ish, like before, like not like a rat's nest, but far enough away from trouble that we can head there safely.
Oh, would you like to stay in the harbour district, or go further afield, or?
I don't know.
Like I say, you'll find somewhere to stay there close to the harbour, because obviously it's where the sailors all stay when they come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or at, like,
But it's gonna be
north
pretty
or South
rough.
Harbor.
You're about here near Driftwood Tavern, yeah? Hang on. I figured
That's
out it's
it.
better to do this one, yeah. So you're in the north here, on the northern side of the things. But like I say, it will be pretty roughy tufty in the harbour district. Sailors fighting, drinking, all of that.
Big old bluffy.
I'm going straight in there, or right up to the bartender, just saying something strong, please.
Yeah.
It's
So
easy.
I'd like everyone to just like quickly
Oh shit, a super glue map.
toss through their notes because there's something I think we're supposed to do, but I've forgotten. What was our thing related to do with the Harpers?
Everland.
Evelyn, thank you very much.
If you go on quests, it should be there.
Pardon?
You have quests tab on your right.
Quest tab. PCs, notes, images, and maps.
Right, if you click on
Sorry.
library on the bottom right, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, quest. Thank you.
you can tick quests on, and then it should say Thwip's quest. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Whip.
yeah. So Moongleam Tower at Everland. It was.
Right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll do that once we found accommodation.
Mhm. But you do know Everland is like 200 miles to the east, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry about
It's a city.
it.
No, stuff you've got to do in
1 second.
Neverwinter is, well, there's leads on the Black Mamba. There was something else as well. Well, no, there's other stuff you can elect to try and do while you're here. Like, obviously, big city. A lot of potential information gathering to be done here.
I'm back.
On the Black Mamba, maybe Vamir's Curse, maybe...
Yeah, I was gonna say
What's the main
I might
quest?
I might go nosing about to see if there's any Drow of Elistry around.
What's the
Yeah.
main quest right now?
meet Lord Roaringcorn in Waterdeep to help you find Artis Simba, a potential ally in the fight against the giant. But as you're walking around Neverwinter, there are signs up as well, like posters saying "Warning: Giants attack have become more frequent." Things like that, like "Beware venturing out of Neverwinter, giants spotted." All of that. It seems like the giant attack isn't just limited to the north of the Savage Frontier. It does seem to be happening all the way down here as well.
I want to pick up a newspaper.
So there's a boy like extra, extra.
Is he named Ollie as well?
Yes, he is.
Brilliant.
Extra, extra.
How much for
Hell.
that? How much for the newspaper, boy?
2 copper, sir.
All right, I do the cool thing, which is using your thumb and
You're not
finger
gonna
and kind of
you're not,
flicking it over there.
you're not gonna fucking talk him down from 2 copper, John.
No.
You tight bastard. You've
2
done it,
copper
so-
is reasonable. 2 copper is reasonable. I mean.
He's like, yeah, so you'll like this one, sir. Tells about hill giants attacking Lord Tower's farm up north.
Oh, and very interesting. Thank you. And I guess do I remove?
Say again?
I
Yeah,
guess
just
I'm the one.
minus 2 copper off. Yeah. I can do it, but you do it. So do you want to go off the harbour to look for somewhere to stay? Just like somewhere in the Blue Lake, somewhere a bit off the beaten path, or do you want to go? Like, you can go anywhere. Fucking go look for one over there for all I care. I'll make something up.
I kind of want to see if I can find Yeah, actually, would there be a temple for my religion here? I'm not sure.
100%.
100% probably. There will be some sort of thing to Shandakul, or
Okay,
it will probably be it
I'm
will
gonna
probably
head
be
over.
within another temple as well, like a mixed temple.
I basically turned to my boys, say, "Sorry, lads, I don't have this chance often. I'm gonna talk to some of my brothers."
Yep. Okay. So we'll assume that you've decided. Mind if I make the decision? We're going to put your base of operations about here. Yeah. A nice little tavern called the Winchester.
Amazing.
Yeah, the Winchester.
Does it have? But is the rifle loaded or not?
Yes. Big Owl says so.
By the way, like, how much money is there for like 2 shots of like 60% or something
Some hard liquor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
back in like
thinking of
Thrift Tavern?
ale is, let's just say, 2 silver, because he gets the good stuff out. You say the good stuff. 2 silver.
for 2 shots.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's see. 4. There we go.
So, what's his name from the Winchester? John. No, I can't call him John. no, can't call him John in a friggin' infamy.
Vaygrass. Vaygrass.
Vaygrass, yeah, go on. Yeah, Vaygrass will do. So, patron of the Winchester is a lovely old dwarvish man called Vaygrass. He arranges you lodgings. It'll be be 2 gold per night, so just take 2 gold off yourselves there, boys, as well. Each. Somebody has to pay for page as well.
You know what my trick for coming up with names on the fly is?
Go on.
I just choose 2 random letters, just make a name out of those 2 letters. You know, fill in the blanks.
Like ZX, Zax. Oh,
Zaxamar or something. You know.
Oh, yeah. I'll remember that, actually. I'll put that in my head. So we're staying... I don't even need to write that on my notes. I'll remember that. We're staying at the Winchester. So it's a nice... it's fairly comfortable. Loads of rugs in there for some reason. Like, there's loads of, like bear pelts on the walls,
Yeah.
things like that. Like, clearly
Is this a dog tavern?
a dog tavern?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You know, where the dog eats all the slop from the floor.
Yeah, there's a big fuck off greyhound in the corner. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big old ex-hunting dog. Vagras is clearly an ex-hunter of some description. There's
Ooh.
nice big, like, deer heads on the wall. There's a bow on the corner. His bow is called the Winchester. It's a
Oh.
magic bow. This is just a bit of lore that I'm just throwing out now. Like, his name is, he's an ex-hunter, not famous adventurer, but he's ex-hunter adventurer, and he used to hunt with his bow called the Winchester. Now he's retired and he owns a pub in Neverwinter. Boom. And we'll say, where did I say it was? Somewhere up here. We'll go with there. So that's where you boys are staying. John's popping off to go meet his boys. What do the rest of you guys want to do? Earwig
Try
wants
and
to
fix
get...
the shit.
I feel like maybe we should like try and have some kind of letter sent, because the West Shane should probably know about her aunt or whatever it was.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So you could probably find out off the tavern owner how to get a good letter to the West Shane as well. You'll probably have to pay for it as well. I don't know how.
Obviously.
I don't know. 5 silver, because you'll have to find a caravan going there, won't you? Yeah, well, just deduct 5 silver. You've penned a letter to the Lady Devessa Shane saying what news you found out about the dancing wave. Yeah, I like that. That was good. You can have 2 luck points for that.
Oh, thanks. Do you add that, or do I add that manually?
You can add it yourself on the
That's-
top.
yeah.
So you go from 6 to 8, don't you? Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Because Arkstone hoards them like a motherfucker. No, it's because he never rolls below a 21. That's fucking why.
Yeah, and I'm also a little bit like the kind of guy that will finish a Final Fantasy game with 99 of every potion.
Yeah. So he brings food out as well. John Vargas has done you as a toasty. There's a griddle at the bar. No, I'm joking. No, yeah, he does you. It's mainly just like bread, ham, sausage, things like that. Like, there's even a bit of butter, like, which is for no extra. That's nice. That's dinner for today because it's about midday. So we're probably spending a day or 2 here, aren't we, boys? With the plans we've got. So Earwig wants to go find stuff out about the Black Mamba. Apoth wants to. Well, he needs to find a scholar or high-ranking clergyman. Vamir needs to, like, go see if he can find anybody that can help him with his curse. So
I would like to chat with some drow if there are any around.
probably near the graveyard somewhere. What do you want to talk to the drow for?
Pardon, sorry?
What do you want to talk to the drow for?
About Elistray and see if they know any. Well, particularly a Dark Elf, see if they know anything about the sword.
Oh, right, yeah. So that's part of your investigation, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we can do that one first.
And one last thing, I'll use my background feat to make sure that we can get an audience with the Lords sooner rather than later.
Yeah, if you need one, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because you're a noble, aren't you, Bellend?
So before you start with me, I'm gonna take a toilet break.
Yeah, no bother. We'll go to APOF first. We're gonna assume it's the next day. A day of investigating has concluded. You could get an audience with. There's a priesthood near Never Death. She's the god of death, right? Or like related in some way to death.
Elistri is the god of. Let me just double check. I never actually made
Something
a
like
character.
death, isn't it?
Elistri is beauty, dance, freedom, hunting, moonlight, song, and sword work.
Oh my god! I've super glued my finger to my page. Ah, fuck.
What?
Ah, no. I was playing with a fucking tub of super glue at my desk, yeah. And it, like, because I'm like bending the plastic bit, it leaked on my
You know-
fingers, and then I put
you
my
know,
hand on my page and.
Raging, that's kind of like what you tell kids to not do.
And luckily I've got no kid tonight, so. Anyway. Yeah, so, just pulling something out of my ass. If I go in. So do you want to talk to the drow specifically, or do you want to go to like a temple of Elistray, because she'll be here?
I'll go to a temple then.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like I
Because
say,
if it was just a regular drow, I'm pretty sure Lurk would shank them in the street.
that one. Well, luckily, this wasn't even on purpose. The landlord is probably somebody who's quite into Elistry as the goddess of hunting.
Oh
So,
yes, I'll
yeah.
have a chat with them.
Totally did that by accident. He guides you to a temple in the southern area of Neverwinter, and you will find a temple to Elistry and other associated gods there. And you'll be able to find like high-ranking clergymen there, things like that. Do you want to take somebody with you? Your choice.
I'll take not Voxel. I'll take Ark with me because favorite animal of Elistry is a striped tabby cat, so I'll bring a tall tabby cat with me.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm not a tabby dog, I'm just kind of like grey-black.
You're the nearest thing I have.
Oh.
3 luck points for you there.
I'm gonna be honest. Look would literally say to you, "Look, Elistry likes cats, so I'm bringing you with me." Yeah, off Look and Arkstone trot down to the temple.
You got 3 luck points for that as well.
When
I'm dishing them out tonight, boys. Because I know
I
it's
like
all
it if we
pretty
actually
short.
had that conversation too. Like, I'm not a tabby, you know that, right? Whatever. Just grabs me and takes me
cats
out
are
the,
cats.
drags me out the door. Just, whatever.
That's not what I fucking asked you.
Lurk is more of a phase spider person.
Yeah.
Fucking
Right.
phase spiders,
So you
man.
reach
Phase
the temple.
spider?
Imagine a spider that can teleport, and you got a phase spider.
Oh, I thought you meant like, as in, like, xenomorphs from Aliens.
Oh no, fuck that.
Ooh, yikes.
Those
So-
are Slard.
Right. So you
Yes.
reach the temple tonight, boys.
Mhm.
Not tonight. The next day. So you go. You decide to go the next day. Whatever. The temple is obviously like nice and. It's a nice place. It's Neverwinter. It's very wealthy. There's like stained glass windows, all of that good shit. You enter the temple and head to the Elistray area. There is a priest there who comes over as you enter, and he's like, "Greetings. How can Elistray help you travelers today?"
Lurk speaks in Undercommon, but he makes sure to like translate to Earwig as well. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck is sorry?
Vame is rolling to attack himself.
Take 84 damage,
But
maybe.
yeah, Lurk speaks in Undercommon, but he translates for Earwig because he assumes Earwig doesn't speak Undercommon.
Is this the language of Elistray? Because this is just like some half elf dude.
It's not
I
the language of Elistray, but if he doesn't know it, then Lurk will just speak in common. He's fine with it.
Yeah, he's just like a normal half elf. He's not a.
Oh, yeah.
He's not a drow specifically.
Yeah, then
Just learn something.
Lurk will chat away in common, and he says,
Because I
So-
feel like it would be kind of like very in character probably for Lurk to not having explained anything. At this point, I'm probably asking like, sorry, why were we here again?
Look, sort of like he gives like a slight wave to you, and as if he intends to like explain it as he goes along. So you'll just have to kind of, you get the impression you're going to kind of have to nod along and pretend to know what's going on before you actually figure it out yourself.
Oh, hey, that's how I do everything in real life.
Look, turns to the half elf and says, I don't mean to bother a man of the cloth, but I've been having some strange interactions recently, and I believe it's directly tied to my faith.
He says, right, you are a follower of Elistray?
Yeah, I grew up in one of the communes of her.
Right. Oh, and what did you say? Strange interactions, did you say?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and
And
by
what-
the way, you have not told anyone about the whole singing sword thing yet, right?
No, he hasn't. You're gonna find out
Alright,
about it.
Right. And what are these interactions you're having, my fellow follower of Elistray?
You know how you present a sword where you put your hands forward as if you're holding it like you're giving it to someone?
Yeah.
Lurk extends his hands like that, palms facing upwards, and the sword appears in his hand. And he flat says, "Whenever I'm using symphony, I hear a symphony in my head."
So the blade comes out and think mariachi when he's like "Du-du-du-du-dun." No,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
not that kind of mariachi. That is a mariachi. No, yeah. So the blade comes and he doesn't flinch at all. Like he's met warlocks before. It's just the blade comes out, and obviously you hear the "du-du-du-du-dun." Nobody else hears it. And he kind of just like looks at the blade, and he looks at you like, he says, "Pact with it." He says, "You've made pacts with Elistray."
I've made two. I've taken an oath as well.
And he kind of like bows and he goes, "Ah, you say you can hear symphony from your blade."
Yes, I can hear songs in my head. I hear music as if it's trying to talk to me through sound rather than through words.
Like, looks at you quite perplexed, and he's like, "Are you sure you're not just mad?"
As much as my companion would like to think I am, unfortunately that is not the case.
Yeah. During this conversation, probably like looking at the floor, kind of sighing, and then looking over to Lurk, like, okay, Lurk, what did you take and how much?
Like, how long have you been hearing this symphony?
Since it wasn't when I first met these lads, it was, I'd say about a week. About a week now. Shortly after we had a altercation with a group of ruffians.
Like, he like holds his hand out, like, "May I?"
Yeah, Lurk lets him take the sword.
So he like takes the blade, right, and he first he's holding it like quite flat. He's about your height. He doesn't look like anything special.
Yeah.
But he just kind of like takes the hilt of the blade, and then all of a sudden he just kind of like performs this like weird little flourish, and the blade kind of spins, like quite clearly well practiced. Like the guy knows how to use a sword. Like you can see it just from this action. He's like, then he like holds the blade out again after the flourish. He's like, "I can hear no song." He like goes, like, "Is it just you that hears it, my child?"
It seems so. None of my companions have said anything about it. And I've been with these guys for quite a while now. We're a band. We're the Men of the Wall.
Men of the Wall. I've not heard of you.
I'm not
But he goes-
surprised.
But he says, like, would you? I can pass this on. I can pass this information on. Would you like an audience with the master?
I would very much like that.
He says, "Give me a few minutes," and he scurries
Yeah.
off away, like barefoot, like through the.
Yeah.
It's just leaving you two alone.
I'll probably just take time to explain to Arkstone who Alistray is. Well, first of all, do you want to know about Alistray? I think he's dead.
What?
Do
Oh,
you
I
want to know
died.
about Alistair?
I don't know. Maybe
How much of Drow do you know?
not a whole lot.
Well, Alistair is the daughter of Loth, who's the reason why Drow exist. Drow are basically cunts. And and Loth decided that she wanted that she was such a spectacular cunt that she wanted a race of cunts to help her be cunts. So they slaughter, they murder, they do horrible things. But Alistair forsook her mother and tried to make Drow much like how elves are now, much like how you see me, and much how you'll see most Drow that are on the surface. Uh, you'll see dark elves, and they are elves that have been blessed by the Dark Maiden to Drow that have been blessed to become elves once more. Basically, Astray wants the Drow to just be normal people that can fit into society again.
This is sounding like some heavy-duty internalized racism, by the way.
Yeah, fucking Lurk hates Drow, but at the same time, he's not wrong.
True.
It fit right into Tumblr.
True, yeah. It's like, I'm not saying all black people are lazy. It's just, that's literally
No,
what
it's
you
just
said.
be more like be
Oh,
white
you
and
can't
be
put,
like
you
white
can't put
people
that
are
on
evil.
YouTube now, can you? Fucking hell.
Good job, you got us demonetized again.
We're gonna get demonetized, man.
So look, like takes a moment as he realizes this lucky cat has probably never met a drow, and look takes a moment and says it this way. It says,
Well, I don't know how many noble drow there would be like visiting like
no,
over to.
no, there would be zero.
yeah,
like
that'd
drow live in the
none.
Underdark. Yeah,
Yeah. They drow. Look explains it that drow are basically a race of.
I mean, I'm sure I might have heard of them, but like.
you'll know that you know
Yeah.
what the drow are.
Yeah. They're slavers, raiders, and just bad people all round. If they
I
caught
just
you,
don't
then
Mothers
know,
will
like, the
tell like
deep lore.
children scary
such.
stories about the drow
Yeah.
will come and get you in the night from the Underdark, and it would be something
All the
you'd tell your
boogies.
children. Yeah.
Look
The
sums it up by
boogeyman.
saying all the boogeyman tales you've heard are true, but they're probably worse as well.
Yikes.
Yeah. Look, like I said, Look really hates Drow, but he has good reason to. Like, they're dicks.
As you guys are like talking about that, the priest who came before you like comes rushing back with a very old like human man, with a like very old man, like proper arch humpback, and he comes back and he's like, and the old man goes, "One of you can hear a song?"
Look like suddenly seems taken back, and he nods and he holds out his sword once more, presenting it. Says, "Every time I will use my sword, or when something's about to happen, I hear music."
Like, the old man kind of touches the blade. He's like, What do you feel when you hear music?"
I feel emotions. I feel caution.
My pants rising.
I feel anger. I feel hatred. I feel every emotion, depending on what plays.
Like, he says, "Cannot be. Like, you stay here with me. We must inspect this blade together."
Look shrugs and says, "I can stay for a day, maybe two at most, but
Like, we
I have
will not need
callings."
that long. We need a few
Oh.
hours. Come with me to my chambers. And he starts like pottering off.
All right, I follow him, and I gesture for Arkstone to follow.
Kind of like awkwardly follow after him, like maybe
Yeah.
like about 1.5 second delay.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and you're not sure if you should follow the waiter or not.
Who was that? Who just joined?
That was Voxel.
Oh no, it was oh no, somebody joined Discord. Oh, it's
No.
Painless. Fuck that guy. What you call it? Fuck. What was I saying?
The old man.
Yeah, the old man takes you to his chambers. He's like, place the blade here. He's like, it's a very simple room. There's a desk with a reading light and a bookshelf full of books and a small, very unceremonious bed. This must be where he stays, he lives, he reads, he does all this thing. A grandmaster of the order. I'll speed this up a bit. You place the sword on the desk, and he sits down on his bed, and he like motions you to sit at his seat. Oh no, wait, sorry. He calls the guy. He's like, "Bring seats to my chambers," and he comes back there. He puts seats in there, and he sits on the other side of the desk, and you're there. And he basically says, like, you are there. You have made deals with Our Lady.
I have made a deal with her through this weapon, and I have taken an oath.
Who gave you this weapon?
I have to like draw out my backstory one sec. It was given to me by one of the priestess of the commune.
The bloody oath.
He says, which commune?
What's it fucking
You just tell him the commune.
Yeah.
You tell him the commune. He's like, possible. The blade cannot have been there. Like he's like proper like Mr. Magoo, you know, half closed eyes, like bald on the top, and he says, like, touch the blade for me and tell me what you hear.
All right, I go ahead and do that.
What do you hear? Your
What
choice.
do I hear?
Your choice.
Probably a low drum roll because it's quite suspenseful.
Anticipation.
Yeah,
Yeah, anticipation. So you tell him like anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it cannot be. He stands up and he goes and collects a book from the side. And he like, it's a huge tome, like some big motherfucker. You're talking first edition rule set motherfucker, like it's huge.
Dear.
And he turns to like a page and he like keeps going and going and going. Then he says, a hidden mystery of our faith is the knowledge of the secret, the singing blades. What do you know?
Nothing.
Okay, excellent. Now time for a text dump.
No.
No.
I'm probably like just sitting on one of his chairs, just like kind of awkwardly darting my eyes back and forth, just feeling really like out of my element and vestigial over here.
Luke
He says,
has no sympathy for you.
And he says, he goes like, here we are. And he's like, now, final question. What is the name of this blade?
Symphony.
Like, his eyes go wide, and he's like, you do not jest.
I do not jest.
He's like, what? Okay, so, Symphony is one of the 5 ancient blades of our order. It selects its owner and reveals itself, but one of the singing blades has. Hang on, shit. I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Where is it? Sorry, boys. I wrote all this lore and I've lost it.
By the way, throughout this whole thing, Luke probably has his mechanical puppy with him.
Nice.
Just
Where is
sets
it?
it down on the floor to run around the room whilst he listens.
Where is it? Oh no, I wrote all this down. It won't be much longer now, boys. I've lost it. I've absolutely lost it. I don't know where that is in my note. Right, I'm gonna have to wing it. Right, okay.
That's fine.
So he's like, Symphony is one of the 5 ancient blades of our order. There are 5 of them. Like, crafted... Oh, I don't even remember. Crafted by ancient weaponsmiths of our order. Like, there is Symphony. There is... Chorus. 5 things to do with music. I wrote all of this out and it was going to be fucking cool. Fuck!
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really pissed off now. I can't find this. Whatever. Yeah, so he tells you about there's 5 other blades, yeah? Also, and Symphony is one of them. And because the blades only reveal themselves and haven't revealed themselves for a very, very long time. Right? They're basically believed to have been forgotten. What he tells you is that now the blade has attuned itself to you, you must prove yourself a worthy champion of the blade, right? And he shows you what the 9 trials you must complete in order to awaken Symphony's power, right? And remember I asked you the other day, do you like MMOs?
Yeah.
Get ready for the grind, baby.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so the
Oh my
Awakening of
goodness.
Symphony Part 2. Right, and I'll just go through them quickly. Yeah, there are 9 trials. I suggest you get a pen and paper when you get a minute and write down these trials. Yeah,
Yep.
because we're gonna have to work
Open
these out
notepad.
together. Right. So you must complete Trial of the Swordsman. You must defeat 50 enemies using Symphony, starting now. Yeah.
Yep.
1 hit point of damage will count. So if you hit him once and then kill him, and then John kills him, that counts. Yeah.
You really need to pay attention to that now, like how many is killed.
I'll be keeping track of this. Yeah.
You know?
Trial of Attunement. Long, arduous training with the blade will allow you to attune to it. You basically need to train for 2 hours every day with the blade whilst listening to the song. The Trial of Blood. The blade needs to know that you are willing to bleed for it before it will give you the power to bleed for others. The blade must be taken to a holy site and witnessed and blessed by an emissary of that god. You must be cut by the blade, by the emissary, right? And then you must sit and listen to the song for however long it takes at a holy site.
Mhm.
Probably you and John will do that together. The Trial of Trust. Pass 15 saving throws of any kind. Yeah. Trial of Sacrifice. You've got to cut off your fucking finger.
Oh my god.
Yeah. With the blade. Trial of Wealth. You need to donate 5,000 gold on things to basically decorate your weapon. Trial of Behemoth Slaying. Kill 10 enemies with over 10 HP. And Trial of the Song. Perform 20 critical hits with the blade. Right?
Kill 10 enemies over 100 HP, you mean?
Yeah. So, and then also there's Trial of the Song. Perform. So every time you could complete 3 of these trials, it will unlock another power with Symphony.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So this is something. Just like jot it down, like in your own time. Right. So basically, the blade has chosen you, but it doesn't trust you yet, and so you must complete these trials. This is going. I can tell you what it is going to do. The powers
I'd rather
it can
find
give.
out. No, I'd rather find out. For it.
Okay. Yeah.
Please, yeah.
Yeah. So there's every time you complete 3 of these trials, it will unlock a new power with the blade. Right, this is something I've completely made up on my own, and I think it's pretty cool. And we'll see how it works. Get ready for the grind and keeping track, and we'll just see how that goes. But that is Symphony. Dun-dun-dun.
I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm. So, what's next? Where are we up to? So we figured out what Symphony does. Rumors about the Black Mamba next, is it?
Yep.
Probably.
I dragged poor Arkstone out.
I know,
like,
I'm probably
nodding
been
to
like
myself.
waiting for like a silent moment for a while now, and just kind of like finally ask Lyric like, why haven't you said anything about any of this?
Because I didn't think it mattered.
And I kind of like, I raise a finger and kind of like open my mouth and then close it a couple times, open and close it, and I just gotta give up. Just follow him out.
Look, just grins at you and leaves. Leaves with you.
Voxel, actually, because this one will be quicker, I think. Would you like to
I
find
punch
more?
it and run away.
But what?
Okay, cool.
What are you on about? Are you
Okay.
looking to investigate about your cuts and bruises, or are you just...
Yes.
What would you like to do? What would your avenue of investigation be?
Well, I'd be looking for like a cleric skill or something.
Cleric skill. You and John gonna go to this one?
Yeah, I'm guessing because
Yeah.
John's also a cleric.
What's Aelith been doing this entire time? Just vibing at the tavern.
Probably.
Aelith ain't part of our party no more.
Fuck that guy. Right. This is something I haven't prepared either. Yeah. So, John, you probably John. John,
John?
I'm going for a piss until he gets back.
I seem to have been here the whole time. Hey, said hello in the chat.
Oh.
I guess it's muted. Hey, John, how about you, like, unmute yourself on the
There you go.
Discord?
Can
We can
Oh,
hear
now
you.
I heard you a little bit, yeah.
there you go. Yeah, does it work now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently my microphone broke. Well. Yeah. I'm guessing I'll come with. I'm thinking we can also visit one of the temples that has like an emissary of Chandrakul there.
Raging is
Yeah, I know.
one of the trophies, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't know I was muted. Didn't say that I was muted.
Did you say anything, like, important? Or, like...
Hmm? Pardon?
Nothing
Were
really
you,
important.
were you
No.
Okay.
Been thinking what I'm gonna say.
Is John back?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always been here. I
Yeah,
was
he
just
Alright.
muted. I
his
didn't
thing
say
got
so.
muted.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So is Voxel here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting a lot of plot points out of the way now, aren't we? Yeah.
Mm.
Trying to think now. Where were we? So you want to go find what kind of cleric do you want to find?
I
Like a
want to
healing?
find a temple of. Let's see. It'll be either.
You zoned out there, bro.
Okay, so it'll be one of the religions we're affiliated with. Trying to remember at least one of them on the top of my head. But I've been looking. I already forgot.
We can assume, like, while you've been here as well, Abe, Arkstone has been asking around some of the dingy areas, asking to meet the Black Mamba, and he's meeting
Yeah,
a
I
load
was-
of dead ends.
Yes, I was going to say that, like, I wouldn't even know where to begin to even ask for this sort of thing.
Lurk would
I
be
guess if you're just
just
gonna-
chugging along with
Everywhere you go,
Earwig.
people are telling you that they have no idea. They don't know anything about it. Like, nope, never heard of it. Like, I don't know what you're on about. Like, nope.
Okay, there we go.
I imagine I'm
It's-
probably like
we
making
can
myself
visit,
look like a little bit of an ass, just like walking around, just asking random people like this too, probably.
Yeah. I assume you're asking, like, tavern owners and stuff and things like that, places where you'd go. What was that, John, sorry?
So, our influence kind of slightly overlap with other gods, like Helm, Vaqueen, Balloon, and most likely Timora.
Mm-hmm.
But none of them are really nice to us.
Ah, right. So you're looking for
Um,
thick, lawful evil. Yikes. No.
Yeah, so I kind of want to.
We could just say you go into a healing temple. Yeah, a temple of healing. Yeah, just to make it easy.
Okay.
So a young human woman comes up to the pair of you, like sees two.
But what I specifically wanted was someone affiliated with Chandracool, kind of. But
Is this not for Vaymir?
it is for Vaymir, but I kind of want to do something on my own.
You can go to Chandracool if you want. Go ask
But
her there.
I don't know. We go here first. Say that. Go here first.
So, a young human woman priest comes up to you, is like, "How can we help you today?" She wears like quite ornate robes, probably the master of this temple as well.
Ooh. Greetings, fair lady of the temple. We are adventurers. We have recently arrived from the north. We have an issue with Vaymir right here. Perhaps you would like to explain.
Flexes my big,
Right.
huge muscles in front of her.
Kadoosh! What do you say?
I was kind of pointing to Vaymir because it's his thing.
Go on, Vox.
All right. Yes. Okay. So I step up to her, and I greet her, and then go. Yes. About these markings, tattoo-like markings around my body. I've been afflicted with a curse years ago by some dragon, an encounter that I had when I was on one of my adventures group, and I la 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 la. Ooh.
Take your
Sorry.
time, bro.
We encountered the dragon on our journey, and doing as dragons do, usually it attacked us, and proceeded to turn my party, along with me, into stone. Although it didn't get to turn me into stone fully, as I was saved by someone. And now I'm stuck with this around my body, and as a reminder for what has happened to me and those men that I was with.
He like gestures towards one of the scars on your arm, and she's like, "May I?"
Indeed.
He, like runs a thumb like across your stone, and
The rock hard abs,
Yeah.
glistening.
no, it's like your forearm. Like there's a bit on your forearm, and she's like, "You are part stone."
I had figured as much. But
Like who gave you this curse? What color dragon?
Fuck. Blue. Yes, blue. A blue dragon.
She says,
Oh, Jesus.
sorry. She says, like, how long ago was this?
This was years ago, maybe. But the effects only have been hitting me as of lately.
She says, what are your symptoms, child?
From what I've experienced so far, it only happens during my meditation, where I'm losing control of my visions.
I kind of want to step in here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I say, he starts talking in his sleep. Murmurings. Why not him?
What does he say?
He says, this vessel is mine. And he says, and according to a companion of ours, maybe she's here.
Yeah, Paige probably comes too.
Yeah. According to Paige here, and I motion over to her, he keeps speaking in Draconic. Words like fire. Vessel.
She says, she turns to you, Vaymir, and then says, Akon si kakion. Which you don't understand, obviously. You give her like a perplexed look, and she says, you don't speak Draconic, no.
No, not a single word.
She says, interesting.
Like
May
Vaymir
I,
kind of just finger guns her
one-
back and says yes.
one more thing.
Yes, babe.
One more
Is it-
thing.
You won.
Yes, my child.
During one of his fuck.
episodes.
Episodes thing. During one of his episodes, I did detect evil and good on him, and I noticed that it was rooted in his scars.
He seems very concerned by that. Like, these scars do run deep indeed. And she says, like, she says, I can investigate this curse for you if you wish. Because we do not charge for healing here, especially for adventurers, but we do accept donations.
I'd be glad to.
She kind of like bows and says, "Please come with me." She takes you over to like there's like a nice fountain in the corner, and there's like some like blankets on the floor with cushions and everything. She please take a seat.
I don't sit on the cushions. I don't prefer soft ground. I actually prefer the rougher ground. So,
I kind of turned to her. Is there like a sacrificial thing,
What do you mean,
There.
sorry?
like
A
a thing
sacrifice.
I can put my gold in or whatever?
Yeah. She just there's a donation plate somewhere.
Hmm.
Are you guys just chucking stuff in?
No,
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
donate,
gonna
but
chuck
only
in,
afterwards. But like, I'll
Yeah.
donate.
I'm already gonna chuck in like 10 gold. And I'm gonna turn to her and say, tentacle despises plagues. Anything that will hinder
So
someone's path.
she smiles at you and goes, a windwalker, are you?
Yes, I'm a walker of the north wind.
Like, it is a pleasure to have you in our temple. And she kind of like bows like a little bit, like, because obviously you're a priest as well, and she didn't realize at first. Just look like you're not really wearing. Are you wearing
I'm
stuff?
wearing
for
vestments,
Oh, right, okay, yeah. So
but
she
not
wouldn't
everyone
realize.
knows about Tentacle, right?
Yeah, she
it makes
He is
sense.
obscure
She
god.
definitely would, yeah. She
Okay, so
definitely would, though,
I
yeah.
am definitely wearing some clear markings of my
Yeah. It's a pleasure to have
my cloak
a.
is the biggest giveaway.
Yeah. So she like, oh yeah, it is a pleasure to have like a servant of Shandakul in my temple. So she places her hand on you, on. So you've got like scars running down your chest as well, yeah? Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
So she places her hands on your scars and she's like, I'm going to cast a spell on you now. Is this okay?
Go ahead.
So she mutters a few words, her voice goes almost angelic, and she begins like, she touches your scars and she starts like, well, she doesn't, she starts like hovering around where your scars are, following the path as it goes, and goes and like touches your scar, and then there's just a and she pulls her hand away straight away.
Oh,
And like she like and she holds her hand like it's just been burnt, like
Are you okay, my lady? I
She-
sound like a
she-
simp. Fuck.
yeah.
Are you okay, bitch?
You okay, bitch? You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
yeah.
Bitch.
So she looks
This
like
was a
very
prank
concerned.
all along.
So she looks like she's like very like her face drops like concern, and she is like your vessel, like your body is not your own. She says like I've
I've
seen
been
these.
turned to a slave.
She goes, no. Like, she goes, the curse that turns you to stone is still within you, but it is different. She like puts her finger in her mouth where obviously it's burnt, and she's like, stand. She, like-
Immediately stand up.
She like takes your hands and she like kind of looks you in the eye, and she is like, great evil resides within you. And she looks at you and she says, what is your name?
Vaymir. That is all.
Vaymir, to turn you to stone, the dragon has to curse you. When was the ritual to turn you to stone interrupted?
It was. That's how when I was saved.
Then she says, what has happened is the curse within you has only been dormant. However, while it has been dormant inside you, it seems like it has mutated. I have seen things like this before. Because you have to face your curse. When you
Face it?
dream,
But how?
your curse is attacking you, and it is trying to turn you into stone.
That explains the eyes.
She looks like cocks her head a bit and is like, the eyes.
In my visions, I'm being stalked by something. I've only seen its visage look upon me, but I have not yet actually seen this creature.
It may be assuming a form similar to the dragon that did this to you. She also says, I cannot help you fight this. Only you can do this. Like you must choose a time when you are ready, when you believe P is stored in the bar. What?
P is what?
Uh,
P is stored in the bowls. What? What the fuck?
Excuse me. Yeah, so she basically tells you that you need to choose to face the quote unquote demon within you. She says this inside your body though, when you face it inside your mind, it holds the power and you will probably be no match for it.
Is this the enlightenment I'm looking for? I just kind
I
of said
kinda-
it softly.
I kind of put up my hand.
Yes, Windwalker.
What if he got a push, so to say, on the way? I have noticed through our journeys that I can assist him by dispelling evil. However, this seems to end it. This
She-
affliction.
She nods and she says, this will only work so long. The curse will develop quickly. Your dreams
What?
will become worse and stronger.
What if he got assisted during his dreams, but not enough, just to weaken it?
That could work, but I do not know how. She says, like, this is beyond my remit. This is different. She kind of like holds her head down and she looks like really sad, and she's like as she like squeezes your hands that she's still holding, Vaymir, and she's like, she goes, do you know what burnt me when I touched you?
It was my rock skin, was it not?
No. It was your anger. This beast feeds on it within you. Strong emotions. You need to find a way to control them, young Vaymir.
This is something I've been striving for years. But it has always held me back. I'm on my path for enlightenment. But it is as you say, my anger has held me back many times. Even now, I am trembling with anger. But I cannot.
I can feel. She's like, I can feel it. You need to confront this beast, Vaymir. I'd hate to see you fall. She goes like, she kind of like lets go of your hands, and she's like, anything my order can do to assist you, we will. But this is not within our ability to heal.
If there's nothing else you can do, then that is all. I thank you for your assistance, but if that is all, I'll be donating and making my way, trying to sort this out however way I can.
So she like bids you a farewell, and she's like, oh, like anything else we can do, like just don't hesitate to come back. Like if there's anything you can think of that you may have, whatever, just come back and we'll try and help you however we can. Because that's
Didn't
what they
mention
do.
any way we could specifically target this thing, except for maybe training ourselves. Stuff like that.
No, she wouldn't know. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, she doesn't know. It's like kind of like beyond her ability.
That's why I also say, if this is to do with my emotions, then there is nothing that can be done. It is to do with me and me alone. But I do appreciate the help. Dun, dun, dab.
I kind
Veil
of give her a
noise
bow.
CDs aren't going to be invented for like 500 years.
I give her a bow and I say, Thank you, priestess. May the
A
winds
bow,
guide
you
you.
mean?
Bow? Yeah.
Bow.
You said bow.
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 Like
No,
bow
that kind
and
of works
arrow.
too, right? Isn't that like an accent?
No, bow.
No, it's bow.
Bow,
Yeah.
I think they say that in America, but
No,
I
they
don't
do
think
not.
so.
alright. But cool. So I give her a bow then.
Why'd you have a bow? You're a spellcaster.
Magic
I'm
arrows.
stop messing.
Duh.
I'm gonna
And
stop
I give
messing
you my
around.
thanks and this bow I found.
Basically, what I say is, may the winds guide you.
Yeah, she
I
says.
guess we.
She says a proverb in her religion as well.
So I head over to. I don't know what his name is.
Faemir?
No, it would be like a different temple, or I don't know where. Maybe like a small shrine where he
Oh,
keeps
you're looking
lodging.
for Shandakul?
Yeah, like a priestess, the one I know already from before.
Oh yeah, so you want to go to a temple of Shandakul, yeah?
Yeah, I've probably visited him many times before.
Yeah. So what do you want to do there? Like, is there anything specific you want to do there?
I
Are you looking to
I
achieve
have
something?
I have doubts. I have some things I want to ask of him because he's wiser and more schooled in this religion than I am.
So you are now in an audience. We'll just assume we did this before on the first day, because this is like the day after. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, because you said you were going straight there, basically.
Yeah.
So like you're in an audience with this guy who what's his name?
Up to you, man.
Steve. No.
God.
I'm gonna try this. Right. I'm gonna go with ST, and his name will be Satonia. There we go. Satonia. Yeah, that's his name.
Is that a female or a male name? I think.
Your choice, male or female.
Thinking male, probably.
Okay, so yeah, because women can't do shit.
I wouldn't say so.
No. Can't put that on YouTube now. Yeah, so you're in an audience with her, and he's like, "How can I help you today, Leo?"
It's nice seeing you, Steve. Oh, I can't get
Satonia.
that name out. Satonia. Nice seeing you, Satonia. I will come walking from the wind, from the north.
Like, terrible.
You're probably wondering why I came back so early.
Yes. What brings you back? What brings you back to my humble abode?
I heard a whisper on the wind as I was meditating on the mountain of North Peaks. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Northern Crags, or whatever it's called in game. I have the map open right now.
Ah, yes.
Oh, there you go. Sword Mountain, is that it?
Yes, it
Or
was
mountain.
the ones just north of what do you call it, wasn't it? Nightstone. The Sword Mountains, yeah.
I heard a whisper on the wind. They told me to follow.
Shandakul told you to follow him.
Yes. It was the most. It was
You are-
incredible.
You are truly
I've
blessed, child.
I've never felt so connected before.
What did he tell you to do?
He speaks in riddles. I just followed the wind and the whispers. They stopped once I reached the county road. There was a band of travelers there. Oh, both of them half elves.
Mm-hmm.
I felt connected to them, so I decided to follow them.
Where is your journey led?
It led us to a town called Brinchander. Furthest up north you can find.
I know of Bryn Shander. Recently under siege by giants, if the...
Exactly. That's where we
Indeed.
faced them. The giants came upon us on the wall.
You
We
fought the
defeated
giant.
them.
You fought the giants in Bryn Shander?
Yes. Yeah, that's where we got our name. We
Shandakul.
decided to create band adventures.
You're in a band now?
Yes.
He kind of jovially laughs at that. He's like, ho ho!
Yeah, I never thought
No.
that day would come.
The nomads of Shandakul in an adventuring band. Who would have thought?
On our journeys, I have thought about this. I have now gotten only whispers on the wind. No clear message. Riddles torment me. I don't know what to do.
You know what
And-
to do, young Leo.
Yes, I will follow the wind wherever it may take me. I'm steadfast in that. But there's some things that concern me.
What are your concerns?
One of my traveling companion. His name is Lurk.
Mm-hmm.
He summoned demons in front of us.
Demons, you say? To
I
what
wonder
end?
what this means. It was to fight off bandits. We were surrounded. It didn't look. I think it was a move out of desperation, but I don't know if I can. Goblins?
It was hobgoblins and
Oh,
goblins and
yeah,
ogres,
goblins.
yeah.
Okay, so I retcon that.
Beasts.
Beasts, yeah.
yeah.
And didn't look good, but I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I wonder what this means.
That a man.
Why would Shandakul guide me to this band? Why would he give me this? And then for first time I mentioned I take out the bear.
So obviously it glows with like glyphics of Shandakul and everything.
Yeah.
His eyes are like.
Oh yeah.
So he's like Shandakul's spear.
Actually, it has a name, but it's just called Javelin Lightning.
Yeah.
Javelin of Lightning in
Storm
my
Herald,
inventory for some. Yeah.
Storm Herald, yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of like looks at it as like, is this a lightning spear of Shandakul?
The javelin.
Javelin,
Yes.
yeah. He's
It was
like,
given to me by a white dragon, the corpse rider.
he's like kind of like begging belief now. He's like, Leo, you've been gone 3 months. What
I
the
kinda
fuck,
stuck
bro?
with Don't worry, I have been trying to rebuild shrines, but I feel like I've been chosen for this. But I don't know to what end.
Like he says, you have been given a voice of the wind. He like stands up, and he like grabs you by the shoulders and like lifts you up so you're standing as well. And he like claps his hands on your shoulders. And looks you like dead in the eye. He's like, you've heard the voice of Shandakul. You have found a weapon of his, and you have done great deeds. And he like kind of gives you like a little tap on the face, and he's like, you are following Shandakul's orders. No, sorry. Shandakul clearly intends you to be on this path. Just keep going. The wind will guide.
My traveling companion,
He
the
says,
half drow.
and he says, did he summon demons to do evil, or did he
Oh.
summon demons to save life?
Didn't seem like the demons would mind slaughtering anything, as long as it was alive.
Do you trust this man?
I don't know yet.
Traveled a long way with him.
So after seeing him doing this in front of me, it changed him in my eyes.
Then you must make a decision whether to continue traveling with this man. Are you going to abandon the path Shandakul has set before you?
No. But I
There's-
feel like put me there for a reason. Temperance.
Maybe it's to keep an eye on this man and ensure he stays on the path too. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. I
Strange
love
man.
speaking in riddles, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's so easy, it's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, just, make it up in your own mind, yeah. Well, let's talk about home for a while. How's the High Lord Windwalker?
I have no idea who that
Back
is,
home.
bro.
he's like the Pope or whatever. He's getting on in his years.
Passed away not 3 moons ago.
Oh shit.
No, I don't know. We could probably skip this bit though, right?
I'm
like-
guessing.
Yeah, because we can advance the plot a bit now, so to speak. I think. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Fucking hell.
I love hearing myself speak.
Yeah. What'd you call it? Right. So there's only one more thing to wrap up, and that is earwig. Okay.
Yes.
This is the bit I've been looking forward to. I'll be honest
Oh.
with you guys. Okay, so investigations and questionings of various people on the docks. Nobody knows who this Black Mamba is. Doesn't matter who you ask, what tavern you go to. You've been to the dirtiest dives, the horriblest places, ask street urchins, everything. Right? Nobody knows who this Black Mamba is.
Probably
Yeah?
slowly getting like
More and more pissed off.
no,
Yeah.
not pissed off, but more like fuck, what's the fucking forget words all the time. Paranoid as I go. Like, is someone gonna sneak up on me? Someone's gonna be like, "Hey, I heard you talking shit," whatever.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, but you can get paranoid, of course.
Yeah.
The we can assume a day or two has passed. Like, your companions are probably now saying to you, like, "Look, bro, like, I think that guy lied to you. Maybe the Black Mamba isn't a real thing. Like, whatever." You're just walking through Neverwinter one.
I
Yeah, go on.
decide to not tell them that like the pirate captain told me the same thing too.
Oh, right, okay, so you haven't
So
told
from
them.
their perspective, it's probably like, oh yeah, there was just a random bandit said that.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, so you're walking through Neverwinter, like another line of inquiry, completely gone by the wayside. And as you're walking through the town, somebody just kind of bumps into you, and then just walks past like nothing happened. He's like, "Oh, sorry," and just walks past.
Just on
And,
just
and then you notice there's a
on
note
muscle
in your
memory,
hand.
like just like check my own wallet probably.
As you go to reach your wallet, you like tap yourself and realize there's a note in your hand.
Oh.
Now, we've been in Neverwinter for 2 or 3 days now, and like the note, the envelope of the note is sealed with a wax seal, and the wax seal has the shape of a snake on it. Okay, cracking open the seal, right, it says on it, "Sleeping Dragon, high noon, all of you there." No, sorry, sundown, all of you there. It says, so, hang on, let me rephrase it. So it says, "To the men on the wall, Sleeping Dragon, nightfall, today," or whatever, yeah. So it says, "Meet me, Sleeping Dragon, this time." The guy has also just disappeared into the crowd as well, like, you can't.
Hands are probably kind of like shaking now. Like this is about like the closest I've been to, like this whole like case of mine for like a really long time.
So, what's your plan? So I assume you were heading back to the tavern anyway when this happened, where you're staying at the Winchester.
Yeah.
The boys
I'm
are
sure
all there.
Yeah.
The boys are all there having tea, having a nice big rich pot of venison soup or something. I don't fucking know.
Alright, well I guess I start. I just go like, guys, and I just like start passing it around.
Yeah.
The letter, I mean.
Who sent you this?
Some random guy just bumped into me, just pushed it in my hand and disappeared.
Seems like they want to contact us covertly then. I don't think they will do anything horrible to us. At least not openly. It might be worth meeting with them.
If they wanted to harm you, they had the chance, so maybe it's worth a look.
They want all of you there as well. Okay, right. I've had 3 beers and I broke the seal, so you boys decide what you're doing. I'm going for a piss because I'm looking forward to this bit. So hang on.
Cool.
Yeah, we need some combat. You can already see it happening.
Honestly, I'm fine with not having combat.
What?
Why you find it? I'm sorry, you trailed off there for me, Box.
Said I'm actually fine with not having combat this session.
Yeah, it's like, it's good.
Who are you and what did he do to Vox?
Don't know.
Where the fuck is Snipe? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, did you hear anything new about Snipe?
No. Haven't heard
Hmm.
anything from Snipe. Which is unfortunate, really, because I was hoping he'd be here by now, because a major decision needs to be made by the party soon, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, we're still like at the
He's
tavern,
just
I'm
gonna
sure.
have to go, yeah.
So I think I said, well, I'm not all that worried like about myself. I have kind of grown to kind of like you guys, so, and I would be worried about you more than myself. I wouldn't want you to come with me unless you really want to.
Well, I think we all agree that we're in this together now. We're a band. Is that not what we do?
Better or that than just one of us.
And Aleph goes, here, here.
Just makes like random Elvis noises.
That's the only thing he said for like what now about 5 days of actual game time. He's literally the first thing he said in 5 days.
Just start making noise like, oh.
Oh, titty croissant. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I kind of like look down on the table and kind of like do a deep breath and then just say like thank you on the exhale.
Okay then, boys. The tavern owner gives you directions to the sleeping dragon if you so require it. I don't know if you probably don't, but whatever.
I'm not sure if we have this map in front of us though.
Oh no, you don't in real life, obviously. So you guys head for the sleeping dragon that evening, right? It's twilight time, the sun's setting, and you reach the sleeping dragon. Really big pub, really big. Like you're talking, it's like
3 stories tall.
Yeah, like 3 stories tall. It's like 50 foot long. It's fucking ridiculous. Like it's loud in there as well. You know what I mean? Like there's clearly a good party going on. There's some pan flutes going on, all of that good shit.
Yeah, probably all the bars having like a simultaneous flute off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full on flute off.
And all the fucking generic strongmen and barbarians are having like feats of strength and shit.
Yeah. So you enter the tavern. Like I say, it's a ruckus party. It's the 10-day equivalent of Friday night as well. Everyone's fucking lit. They're having a big party. There's dice getting thrown, all sorts of stuff. As you you kind of all enter and just look around, and then you kind of realize like you don't have a plan now. So you're all just stood in the center of the tap room. What's the idea? What's the plan?
I guess maybe we should like get a room and like tell the bartender that if anyone comes looking for us, we're in room number whatever.
Okay, so you go into the counter to see the bartender. This is more of a tap room though. There's no rooms.
Oh right.
You know what I mean?
have-
Yeah, yeah.
Just been
So I
thinking
mean, there's, like,
automatically
super-
tavern every time,
yeah.
like inn
Yeah.
or whatever.
Do
Yeah.
they have like a
Well, in
VIP
that case, I
room?
guess we're just kind of sitting around somewhere, just over in a corner, just like with a
Do they have
lager
a
each.
VIP? Sorry. Do they have a VIP section or something?
No, not
Alright.
really. So you're just gonna go sit down and see what happens, yeah? Is that the plan, or have you got a better plan?
Probably try to not hide too much, because someone is gonna like come and meet us.
Okay. Boys, getting a drink or anything?
Nope.
I mean, all the dark and damp corners of this tap room is already taken by edgy bards
Yeah,
or
exactly.
rogues and stuff. So
Just
we have
flicking
to-
their hair. Ask me
yeah.
questions about my backstory, yo. It's so deep. Yeah, so you guys sit down and like maybe a couple of years order a water or whatever, deciding to keep a level head. You're probably a bit nervous, like this person has found you, knows you're the men on the wall, and so one of the tavern girls comes over. She takes your order and comes back with the completely wrong order. Yeah. Some of you ordered wine, or no, sorry, some of you all ordered water, but she comes back with like 5 like quite big mugs of red wine, like really thick red wine. And she's
Wait,
like,
mugs of wine.
Yeah, look, like they don't have
bread,
glasses,
bread
do they?
and wine.
No, like they can. There's like mugs of wine, so to
It
speak. Yeah.
just like seems like it was sound like there would be like a lot of wine, but okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it, bro.
Um,
So she starts handing them to you, and she says, she, and like, is anybody gonna stop her?
I mean, if she
No.
already starts talking while she's delivering.
Yeah, she says, my boss told me to give you these. And she said, see that big guy by the stairs? He wants to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Are you okay?
She's probably carrying like mugs, right?
Who, the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you asking the girl if she's okay?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, I'm fine. Big guy over there. He wants to talk to you guys. You look over to this guy, and how you didn't fucking see him before is literally beyond you, right? Remember when Vamir fought that guy one-on-one, and it was a big guy? This guy makes him look like curious. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, you
Wait, Curious
talk-
is pretty ripped though.
this guy, right, is a human man, yeah? Long salt and pepper hair, salt and pepper beard. But this guy is like 6'7". He's about 6'7" wide as well. He is huge, and he has a great big fuck off
Mr.
battle axe on his back.
555.
He has a great big fuck off battle axe on his back, right? That is ornately decorated. He has got a large bearskin pelt around his neck that's tied off with elaborate totems across his front. And as you guys all look at him, he just kind of like nods his head, like backwards, like come here.
Alright,
Yeah.
I guess we do.
Yeah.
Alright.
Lurk is definitely not the first person to stand up, though.
Aelith is.
Yeah.
He would be.
About time he does something. Lazy bastard. So you approach this man, and he says, "You'll see you now. Come with me." And he guides you upstairs, all holding your little cups of wine. Or
Little
big
for
mugs
him.
of wine, should I say. He guides you up, down, up, through a corridor. There's people going, there's like another drinking floor there, and he guides you up another set of stairs, right? You're walking down a corridor now. It's like almost like takes you into like this other room, and then that leads down a corridor with like loads of like little, think Scooby-Doo chase scene, left and right doors, you know what I mean? And he goes up to like say the second door on the left, and he opens it, and he's like, come in. You guys
Okay.
walk into the room, right? And I know this is fucking ruined, okay? Thank you, Apoth. Right? You walk into the room, and in character, you're really surprised. But sitting in front of you, behind a desk, is somebody very, very familiar. She is sat there, leaning back on her chair. What do you call it? Doing a knuckle roll with a gold piece across her knuckles. It is Keller Darkhope from the village of Nightstone. Those of you that remember.
Yeah.
Lurk immediately gives like an exasperated sigh, and just he just looks like he wants to just give up at this point. Just throw his hands in the air and say "fuck it."
So she's just sat there, right? But she's not got blonde hair anymore. She's got like jet black hair, right? She's like dyed her hair or washed out the dye that she had. She's just like sat there rolling a coin along her knuckles, and she's like, well, boys, long time no see."
Indeed.
And she's
Not long enough.
and she like gestures to the seats. There's like 5 seats in front of her, and she's like, "Take a seat, boys. I hear you've been looking for me."
I plop my merry ass down and start drinking heavily.
The big guy goes and stands like right next to her, like behind her, and then like his size kind of dawns on you a bit more. Like, fuck, this guy is big.
Big boy McGee.
Like how? I guess probably look back at the door behind us. How did he fit through that thing?
So she kind of like puts the gold piece down, and she's like leans forward on a chair. I can give you a picture of Keller Darkhope now as well, boys.
Oh, please.
Because this is what she looks like now. New.
Um,
Give me 2 seconds, boys.
are you
Yeah, take your
posting a
time.
link in the TeamSpeak or like?
No, there.
Oh, you can do that.
There we go. So that is Keller now. Her hair's a lot longer. It's black. See that thing that has like a logo on it? That's like a tower with a snake wrapped around it. Okay, I know it doesn't look like it, but that's what it looks like. Okay.
Looks
Yeah.
evil.
So she, so she looks at you, like kind of peruses all of you, and then fixes her gaze on Earwig. He's like, and then she goes, You've been asking a
Oh
lot of
my
questions
God.
about me.
Do that over again. You shares just screamed at me.
Now that was Voxel's chair. So
Okay.
she like looks at you all like with like this pure mischievous smile on her face, and she like then fixes her gaze on you, Earwig, and is like, "Been asking a lot of questions about me, Catman. Why do you need me?"
There is someone I would like to find. Right. Produce that drawing again, and I've
And
heard that
she
you're good at finding people.
like, "Well, you've seen my work in Nightstone." And then she goes, "Lars, please." Oh, she goes, "Oh, gentlemen, sorry, so rude. This is Lars of the Uthgard tribe." He like steps forward and like takes the drawing off of you and then puts it in front of her.
Right. Like it kind of stops me when I try to hand it over in case I'm like have like a hidden knife or something.
Say again.
Like he basically like stops me as I try to hand it over to her.
Oh yeah, so like you start leaning it over and like he comes over and just like takes it off you and then hands it to her because there's a bit of a gap, see, between the tables and the desk that she sat behind. So like you get it out and then she like gestures like, "Lars, please go get that for me," kind of thing. And she hands it to him. So she's like, "A bald man with a crooked nose." And she's like, and she looks at it as like, "And who is he? What's his name?"
It might be slightly embarrassing to say, but I do not know his name. But I can assure you I will never ever forget his face and what he did to me.
And she goes, "Okay, so no name." And she looks at it as like, "What is he? Is he a fisherman, a lord, or what?"
Pretty sure a hired dog doing Noble's dirty work
"A bandit."
of sorts.
She kind of like slaps it down and leans her head back and laughs and goes, "Lars, put the word out. We're looking for a bald bandit with a crooked nose. It'll only take me a few hours, boys. I'm gonna need a bit more information than that. Like, who does he work for?"
I'm sure you heard of the Teldridge family estate in Tribor. It's
Kind of
a
like she's like looking at the picture, and as you say, the Teldridge, she like looks up straight away. She's like, "This man works for Lord Teldridge."
yes, I'm sure it's Julius Teldridge now.
She like picks up the piece of paper and hands it back to Lars. Like, "Give him it back, Lars." Lars hands you the piece of picture. He says, "You can't afford that information." Then she goes, "Lord Teldridge is a client of mine, and betrayal is not cheap. Not cheap at all."
If there's anything that you would like me to help you with, anything, I'm sure you must have heard of the men on the wall by now and what we're capable of.
Like, "I know who you are, earwig." She like looks at you and goes, "Lurk, Vaemir of whatever thing, Leor." Like she starts like listing out your achievements, your ages, and she starts saying stuff about yourselves that you even forgot about. Right? This woman knows everything about you, and fuck knows how. And she goes,
I'm surprised we have such a prominent fan already.
she's like, "I don't
It's
have."
not even Tim.
She goes, she's like, "I know about the men of the fucking wall." She's like, "You cannot afford me to betray Lord Teldrit." And she kind of like stops as she says that, and she kind of
Look,
like,
immediately claps his hands together and grins at Earwig.
Every time she says like the name, like there's a just a itty bit little, almost imperceptible tinge of like anger in my face.
she says, "What's the point anyway? Why are you trying to find this bandit?"
Why aren't you helping
Kinda
us?
like, another like Eric style deep breath. I like take my that like lock of hair I have around my neck, like up and out of my armor, and I kind of like hold it like dangling in the air in front of her, and like
Ah.
this
Well,
is the hair of someone that was very dear to me.
and she goes, ah, it's not what he took. It's who took.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Bro.
She kind of leans forward and she says, she's like, she kind of like spins in a chair a bit, and she's like, I like you boys, you know. I've been following you a while, and I watched you fight those orcs. She says, like, I don't, she goes, then she says, there may be a way you can afford this information. If
Shoot.
you are,
Please, we're
Does she-
willing.
so she kind of like leans back and she goes, you know I used to work for the Zentarim, correct?
Yes.
I don't work for the Zentarim anymore. They're weak and they just get themselves killed all the time. I've gone rogue, as they say. I've created my own little business since I've last met you boys. What's it been? 2 months? And I'm already pretty famous, as you've already realized. I deal in information, but I also deal in other things. I also need a legitimate business front to kind of hide all the money I'm finding myself coming into. And she leans back and she goes, do the men on the wall have a patron? She picks up a coin and starts rolling it across her fingers.
Deity?
Like a patron, as in, the best way
Like
to
an
think of this,
investor.
an agent. So like an agent. They get you your contracts. They do this, they do that. They're basically pseudo boss. Picks up a coin again and starts like running it across her fingers, and she smiles in a way that says, "I know you don't." Like kind
Lurk leans back and he kind of like drops his voice to a whisper and says to Earwig, to help you, I'd be willing to do this, but I do really want to slap her.
So she's. Go on, no, you say what you're saying.
No, I said it. I said to...
No, I think
Oh.
Blackstone was about to say something. Were you about to say something?
Probably just like telling Lurk to like calm himself down.
She's like, goes, enough games. I know you have no patron. And she says, here's my business proposal. I will find this man for you. Okay? Business associate of Lord Tuldridge, the vile, pessimistic, womanizing bastard that he is. Ugh. And she says,
Bit
here's
of
the
a
deal.
broken heart there.
She
Pretty much just nodding along like, yeah.
she like looks at your like thing and like gives a little smirk and goes, no, dear. Says, here's the deal. I'll find this man under the condition that the men on the wall, the famous defenders of Bryn Shander, become officially under the patronage of Keller Darkhope and her what's the name of her business? And the Tower Snakes. Fuck it.
Tunnel
the
rats
ta-
rule.
the
The tunnel
tower-
snakes
the-
rule.
the Tower Snakes Independent Company.
Let's see. What kind of
Here's the deal.
quests would you give us?
She's like, I know you're currently in business to sort out this ordning and giant thing going on, and believe me, I'm all for that as well. Giants running about the countryside is terrible for business. Says, I'll assist you in. She's like, I will basically be everything you want your patron to be and more. She's like, I'm not the bastard you think I am, boys. That's what she says.
Mm.
I'm not the bastard you think I am, gentlemen. Sure, we got off onto the wrong foot and everything like that, but I worked for a different person then, and now I am Sans' employer. Like, I can draw up a contract, and we can have it signed by tomorrow morning.
Well,
and you will get everything that comes with being a patron of
Well,
my company.
we are a righteous type of people. We could agree to this, but no outright murder or
She,
theft of at least of the righteous folk.
she puts a
We could
hand on her
look-
chest, like, like mocking surprise, like, she's like, murder? I would never. I'm offended, young Leo. She's like, then she drops the facade and goes, I fucking know this, Mr. fucking Righteous. She's like, you'll be a classic adventuring band in every single way that matters. All that will happen is that now I get to have a very famous band under my patronage. Always good for business. She's like, so anyway, when do you need to meet Lord Roaringhorn? She's like flicking through her notes, like she's got a ledger in front of her. It's like, when do you need to meet Lord Roaringhorn?
Again, Lurk just takes a deep breath and just pinches the bridge of his nose and goes, he is a tired man.
As you do that, like
Who is that
you look at her again, and she just gives you a little wink, like that, looking at your annoyance, just like wink.
There's kind of one thing I want to do
Yeah, go ahead.
beforehand. Can I test your allegiance?
Who?
I'm talking to the lady.
Like, she says, I beg your fucking pardon.
Can I see what your alignment is?
What do you mean?
What?
I want to see if you're fucking super evil or just a little bit sketchy.
You wanted to cast detect friggin' thing on her?
Yeah, but I'm asking her beforehand. Yeah.
And she looks at you really bored and goes, no,
Fair enough.
no.
I kind of shrug. Fair enough.
So
Your
she
business,
says,
anyways.
goes, I know you need time to think about this, boys, and I know you probably don't trust me, which is totally understandable. She's like, you think Lord Roaringhorn's just gonna let you walk into his fucking office? I don't
Yes.
think so. Guess what? No, he isn't. Oh shit, wait, no, you can. I forgot that's a thing.
Lurk just like looks at her smugly and says, yes.
So I retract that because she would actually know that. Because she's an evil bitch.
Roaring Horde again?
This is where you're going to Waterdeep for.
He's the boss man.
Yeah, he's actually quite famous in the lore, Lord Roaringhorn as well. He's like known to be quite a benevolent lord. Like he's like really nice to the people and all of that shit.
Oh yeah, because we were looking for that adventuring guy.
Arta Simba.
Yeah, right. I actually forgot all about that.
So what
Been
she
a little
says, I'll let you run about on your little adventure to go and find out what's going on with the giants and everything like that. I might ask you to do the odd thing, the odd quest here and there, just so you keep the money rolling in for tax purposes. She does like quotation marks with her hands as she says that. She's like, I'll never ask you to do anything that you would never normally do. I'm never going to send you to kill somebody. Well, I'd probably send you to kill goblins in the lark, but not somebody. How does this sound, gentlemen? I'll give you till tomorrow to decide. You can meet me here.
Well, I guess I'm kind of
Fine.
looking to my left and to my right, like at everyone else, and so. Well, I'll give anything for what assistance you will provide me. I don't know if I can talk for the rest of the team, but fuck, what the fuck
Well,
was I
as
even
long as
just
she
saying?
don't turn us, as long as she doesn't turn us into her marionettes, doing foul games under the board.
Lurk nods
I can
along
agree with
with Lurk nods in agreement with Leor.
We're not stupid. If you're up to something funny, we'll realize. Eventually.
Oh, I know you.
Eventually.
Yeah.
She looks at you and she's like, okay. She's like, but if you want this man, your only choice.
Then we can look at it as a fair trade.
She leans, like, again, she's like, look, honestly, I'm offering you a deal, a good deal here. This is only a win for you, and it is only a win for me. Your jobs will be killing stuff in the wild, saving people from the local giant, saving people from the scary wizard in the tower, the classic stuff out here in the savage frontier.
Also, me giving like a really hopeful look to everyone else in the party.
Lurk leans back and says to, like, again, Lurk, whenever Lurk's whispering, he leans back. It's a habit of his. And he says to Leo, he says, look, the amount of money that our companion has given away, Vaemir has given away, has probably done more good than this one will ever do harm in her life. It's, I think, for the benefit of Earwig, it's worth it.
No. I mean, I don't utterly distrust her.
I fucking do.
I just have personal reasons why I don't want this, but for now, I need to think about this.
So she also kind of like, she like, no, in fact, no, she doesn't, because she hasn't got it written up yet. So she goes, I'll get a contract written up tonight. You come see me tomorrow. You can read the contract and make your decision. Okay? She also like, goes down and reaches down and goes, I've actually got a job here, because I'll need a few days to find this guy. And she like puts a little slap down. She's like, you're not the first people I'm recruiting into patronage. She like slides some a pamphlet over, and it's like, here's a job for you if you want it as well. If you take the contract, you can have this job.
Biggie Smalls hands it over to us, probably.
Yeah, so Biggie Smalls hands it goes over, and it says like, giving it a quick look, it says helping Northwood required. Just giving it a quick look, I'll explain it later. She goes, this is the kind of work you'll be getting off of me when you're done doing your whole giant thingy. Like, enjoy your night, boys. You can get another glass of wine on your way out if you like as well. On me. And she looks at Lurk again, gives you a little wink, just like. Anybody saying goodbye?
I mean,
Bye.
I'm kind of bowing. May the winds guide you. Blah blah blah.
Bowing. Fuck.
I'm bowing. I'm bowing to her.
Okay. John, think David Bowie.
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 That's what it is. We don't go to your language and say it's not skrakenirkenirk, it's skrikenirkenirk.
Amazing.
How dare you?
I've never heard a language butchered like that before. Wow.
How
Look at
dare
my
you.
boy.
So,
There's like
who
Norwegian
even-
people. Look at my boy. That's a good my boy.
How
Who
dare
did you
you?
even
I'll let
say
you
that
know
to?
that in Norway we execute people like you. With an axe.
Norwegian just got butchered, man. Oh,
I love
He
it.
talk-
He feels like a true Brit now to me.
so, no, mate. It's like saying gracias when you're in Spain. Mr. Worldwide.
Gracias.
Grassy ass.
So I guess we're gonna go back, drink a little bit, talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Mhm.
Anything.
So she like gives you like a little finger wave on your way out. It's like, see you tomorrow, boys. Noon sharp.
Suppose I'm probably like the last one to exit the room, and like as I do so, I kind of like stop in the doorway and I can't turn back around and just say like, I don't know how much this necessarily matters to you, but thank you. And I turn around and leave.
Also, by the way, I think Lurk won a smash. Like, you can get his like psychic number or something. Call him, you know.
I'm determined to get this bird to fuck Lurk now.
What?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Look, it's
Ow.
definitely not gonna fuck her.
But this
No,
is the
definitely
decision I was on about now, boys. Right?
Lurk
That
is
the
again
party
distracting
has to
himself
make,
with his
right? You've been
mechanical
offered-
puppy.
You've been offered to become the patron of Kella Darko, a woman who has tried to have you killed twice.
Mhm.
Okay? But now she
Wait,
doesn't work for
twice?
those people. So she sent you into Nightstone because she thought you were going to die. And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
basically ordered your death.
Yeah, it's like
Because she thought you'd kill a couple of the goblins and then die to make it easier for them. But you survived that. And then you unfortunately survived the attack of the Zentarim as well. And she's decided the Zentarim are basically pussies. So now she's the Shadow Broker from Mass Effect 2. She's
like they lost to these fucking cunts.
Yeah, exactly. She's like a bunch of fucking losers, like literally just some random guys who now turn out to be the defenders of Bryn Shander and the men. She basically wants to use the name of the men on the wall to catapult her business further, which isn't struggling at all, by the way. Like she's got her fingers in so many pies now with because she's basically she can just get information. She's just like that. You know what I mean?
Well,
Uh,
I want to commune with my god, honestly.
Look is for it because he doesn't really. He's met worse people in his life.
Lurk want to smash. That's why.
Alpha Lurk.
See that dark hope bird? Smell my
I
fingers.
cannot guarantee he wouldn't organize his own red wedding just to.
Oh no.
It's up to you there, boys. Right? This is one line of inquiry we can go down.
I want to go outside and feel out the wind.
Mhm.
See where it's blowing in the location. Because he gets very unsure of himself when he's inside buildings and can't really feel it.
There's no wind. You're in the middle of Neverwinter.
There's wind in towns.
There's walls. No, I'm joking. Yeah, there's like a light breeze. I don't want to tell you what the wind is telling you. You know what I mean? Like, I just go, do it. Like I wrote stuff for doing it. I've also wrote stuff for you not doing it. Don't worry. So this is totally in your court, boys. Right?
Again, Lurk is all for it. He thinks it's.
Aleph says, "I'll just go with whatever you guys say."
Yeah, Lurk's for it because, and I'll say this as Lurk would say it, if we do this, we're helping out one of our own. We may be helping a person that doesn't really deserve our interest or even our company, but it's far better than leaving a sour plot within the heart of one of our members.
Mhm.
Reflect on how that's probably like the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
So we've got. I know Earwig's a yes. Okay. I know Apoph's a yes.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't be like very comfortable like forcing everyone into the thing. Like
So
if
Vaemir,
the rest is gonna be with me, it would have to be like because they would want to.
So the way Leor sees it is that basically he's following his god's kind of guidance. He does not feel like this lady is part of it. He feels like this lady will lead them astray, and she's a threat.
okay. Vaemir.
Hmm?
And he's
What-
getting no
what's-
hints to say otherwise. So.
What would Vaemir think of this deal?
Honestly, at this point, although I wouldn't really be for it, I kind of just accept it for now.
Was that yes or no?
So yes.
3 yeses and 1 no. Okay. I know Snipe's not here.
Lurk gives Leo like a sad look, not sad at Leo. He's sad that he's having to disappoint a member of his party, but at the same time, Lurk thinks this is for the greater good.
Yeah, kind of on the same boat now.
It was Leo
Oh.
you have to convince.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to describe it.
Leor kind of breathes out a long sigh. Says, I don't think it's my job guide you. More like watch over you. I think.
Thanks, Dad.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Well, I know it sounds patronizing, but if this is what you all choose is best, I don't think I have a hand in. I don't think I should be the one choosing.
Pardon? So is that
What?
just saying, look, I'm gonna come with you basically on this?
Yes.
So we're pretty unanimous there then. We're gonna have to. Do we want Snipe to vote? Nah, fuck that
nah,
guy.
fuck Snipe.
I mean,
Fuck
it's
that
just
guy.
upgrading it all the way from 1 against 3 to 2 against 3 though.
Yeah, we're actually on 4-0 there then, because John has like begrudgingly accepted. Like he feels like. What I'm guessing Leor is saying now is like, look, you guys feel like you need to do this. Like, and even though I have reservations against it, like,
Hmm.
I feel like we've been brought together for a reason, and my job is to come with you now on this and make sure that we don't go astray. Is that what
Yeah.
you're basically saying? Like, you
That's
want to?
basically what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
no. Like I don't know if this is the grand plan. It feels more like a sidestep, and that's what's kind of upsets him. He doesn't know if this is truly what they're meant to do.
Hmm.
But he will follow. It will follow where fate guides him, right? Yeah. So he decided to follow on.
Okay. So, are we going back the next day and accepting the deal?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, aren't
Yeah. Like the deal is very vague, but I don't think we have like time to like write up a contract like.
No,
the
we're not
real
doing
life
a
one.
full contract.
Yeah, but
Actually, I
it's a
wrote one up
fantasy
earlier.
contract.
No.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
I actually have no contract. Okay, deal with the snake. Okay, so you meet the next day. Lars is waiting in the tavern room for you. You guys just go straight up this time. He like nods you over. He takes you up to the same room. Keller's there, just like writing some documents. She closes what she's writing, looks up. She's like, "Did you make a decision, gentlemen?"
Yes.
And
Begrudgingly, and for the benefit of our party, we'll work with you.
she kind of like smiles and goes, "Excellent, I knew you would." She leans down and pulls up, slaps one large bit of papers, slaps another one next to it. There's 4 large chunks of papers in front of you now. Well, 5, sorry, should I say. These are the contracts, boys. Basically, to give you a rough thing what it says, Keller, you are now under the patronage of Keller Dark Hope Incorporated, right? Keller will find you work when you request it. She takes a certain amount of percentage, blah, 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 all of this. She provides you equipment and helps you. She's basically going to help bankroll it. She reserves the right to sell your services, blah, blah, blah. You are exclusively under the patronage of Keller Dark Hope, etc.
Just scroll all the way down to like the bottom of the like.
Exclusive.
Just
Yeah.
click tick. I agree to the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like
but
sign here, initial here, blah blah blah.
what about like I'm actually looking for like
It's-
are we allowed to refuse jobs?
Yep, it says you have the full right to refuse all work if you're busy, if you have your own things going on. Keller also reserves the right to like flaunt the fact that she is the patron to nobles of the men on the wall.
Yeah.
Looks at this and raises an eyebrow at her, and then shakes his head.
It's basically everything you'd expect. Like she.
What
Go
about like doing our own thing for a while?
That you're basically under your own steam. Like you don't. It's basically, oh, we need work. Let's go see Keller. Right. Oh, here you
Yeah.
go. Here's work. Here's work. Here's work.
Nothing
Like,
nefarious
it's really
going
like-
on, so.
It's very flex time.
Yeah, it's flex time. Oh, next to each of the contracts as well is a sending stone. She's like, she holds up hers and like, this is if you ever need me, boys, or if I need to get hold of you. And like, it's basically, it's not like you can send like short messages, and you can't. No, sorry, you can send like one message, like a few seconds long, like, oh yeah, where are you? We need work. And she'll be like, oh. But it's like written on it. It's not like you don't talk into it. Like it shows up on the stone.
Like a sending text message.
Yeah, basically, you speak to it and it sends it like a text. There we go. It's
Can you
basically
text?
Siri.
Illusory script.
Yes. Deal with the snake. So as her charges, he also says, right. And she slaps the book closed. She goes, give me the picture. And Lars walks over. She looks at you as like, contracts are signed now, yeah, and she tells you what the sending stones are. She's like, give me the picture.
Right.
Pardon?
There is a
gathered,
part in the
yeah.
contract as well that it basically that she does show you as like that she is now contractually also obliged to find this person for you. Like that was it was like written in like bright red. She was like, I knew, like she mentions it. She's like, you'll like this bit, like, of the contract, and she's like, I will attempt to find this person for you.
Neat.
You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
Who, me?
No, her. Lurkas says that to her in character.
She kind of like looks at you and goes, "No." She's
All
like,
the pieces just fell into place.
she's she says when I found out it was Lord Tyrrell's man, I was going. She says I was going to find him for you, and then I found out it was Lord Tyrrell's man, and then I wasn't, and then it just came to me. Like there's only one way you can afford this.
But begrudgingly, Lurk has to admit that's quite smart. Begrudgingly, he has
Smart
to
lady.
respect that. That's
I don't.
That's
she-
big brain plays.
I'm
she-
happy
she-
that we are under the tutelage of such a smart lady.
So she
Think
goes
you'll
like,
serve us well.
so she goes, "Here's your copy of the contract. Here's yours." And she's like, "Now, boys." So she takes the picture and she's like, "I'll need a few days. How about you go start filling out that contract I gave you, seeing as how you've got nothing to do." Yeah, the contract.
Sure.
If you do so wish to do it, you can just fucking chill out in Neverwinter for a few days if you want. She's basically saying, look, you're the men of the wall now. You work for Keller, and you actually haven't completed any contracts for the best part of a month. Like the last thing you did was up in Bryn Shander. And she's like, we need to get you boys more famous.
Lurk would actually want to go and see if there's like an odd job he could just do, like something small, just to help out like a small
she
town or
says-
something.
Oh, what a coincidence! Here's something I prepared earlier.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, okay. So the contract she gave you yesterday is, she explains basically there's orc trouble up in a farmstead to the north of Neverwinter. Let me bring up the map of the Savage Frontier. Okay, now I know Northwood is actually a place, so we'll say it's about here, just like a day's journey away. There's a farmstead up there near Neverwinter Wood. They're having orc problems. She's like, I saw you boys fight them orcs, and I know you're good at it. Just head down there, take you a day, maybe two, kill a few orcs, 500 gold in it for you.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I can help find this guy.
Who wrote on the map?
Which man?
What?
P is stored in the balls.
He
I had
is
them.
stored in the balls.
Yeah, that was me.
You cheeky.
So cheeky.
So cheeky.
Like, do you even have to ask?
Where
So-
the fuck? I don't see anything.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Share
That's when
sheet.
Neverwinter map.
So we're near Neverwinter now. Hang on.
Hey,
So see the center of that circle?
Yeah.
See this? Yeah, about there we'll say it is. It's just a few. It says a man there by the name has hired adventurers to basically. Apparently, there's problems going on with orcs or something. They're killing livestock and raiding the local place. Go head down there. Come back in a few days. She's also like, and I have gifts for you boys when you return as well.
Great.
All right.
Lurk shrugs her hand, says, "Sounds promising."
Okay, we have a choice now, boys. Okay. So, this next part is like basically, it's a one-shot that I found on the internet that I've decided to
Intellect.
throw into the campaign because it's really cool. Yeah.
Okay.
We can go begin it now, or we can end it now, and we can go into this tomorrow. Because this was quite a slow session, to be fair. We had to
Yeah.
split up a few times, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just to get the points done. And Voxel sounds
Yeah.
like he's about to fall asleep.
So yeah, we are playing. we
Yeah,
are
sorry,
playing
I-
tomorrow as well. So we are playing tomorrow as well.
Say again, sorry.
We are playing tomorrow as well.
Are we playing tomorrow?
You said
You said
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
What did I? What?
Yeah, you did.
said
Yeah.
tomorrow.
No,
That-
sorry.
oh, you
I didn't
can't
mean
take it back
tomorrow.
now.
Sorry, no, sorry.
You can't take it back now.
So we can go and start this, yeah. Now, like maybe do like another hour or however long I think till my wife gets home.
Thing is, it feels like a good spot to end it though.
Yeah, that's the
this
thing,
feels like
like-
a good spot to end.
Yeah, so we're gonna head out to. Let's summarize it. You've made the deal with the devil. Yeah.
Oh, don't
did-
remind us.
Oh no, she's
How
the devil
cool!
now.
How cool were the name of them quests though? Like the enemy you know, like you know what I mean. And then,
Yeah.
then no, I had one here as well. No deal with the devil that you guys didn't get to see. Oh, I never shared the deal with the snake.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm
There we
looking
go.
at no deal with the devil now.
Yeah, no, that was the one. If
Yeah.
So you notice it says Keller said she knew we would accept her offer, and then no deal. It's like Keller was not shocked we turned down her offer. Hedging my bets.
Like,
Nah,
worth a shot.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why we're going with this. God damn it. She's so fucking sketchy.
Oh,
I'm
well.
so glad. Like I've written like one or two things like how the revenge quest can go. Like if you said no deal, but like I've got like loads of cool stuff written because you guys have agreed with this.
That's good.
Look,
The way
look,
I see it, the more sketchy characters you have in a story, the better the story.
Exactly.
look accepted purely because it gives him a way to like embrace his slightly less fruitful.
side.
Yeah, his more fruitful, the more fruitful parts of being a drow, whilst actually not being a fucking cunt.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, sorry there was no combat this one, boys, as well.
No, it's fine. I like it when we do RP.
We've only had 2 all RP sessions this whole campaign, I think.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of sad that we didn't get an encounter.
Well, no, there was social encounters instead, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like I think in certain circumstances it's good to like just do the encounter because it's cool.
Yeah,
Or
much
do you want me to
better.
just throw goblins at you in the middle of fucking Neverwinter?
No, goblins are fucking boring. But you know,
I mean,
a sea
you can-
dragon, a
Are they?
serpent. You giant squids are
But,
coming to eat the boat.
On a slightly serious note, over these 2 days whilst we're waiting to do the contract, look, we'll probably just find some small jobs to do, like, you know, maybe a bounty hunt or something, just to do quietly,
Yeah, cool.
just to keep himself interested and on his toes.
Yeah, so, also she's quizzed you pretty thoroughly, Earwig, as well. Like, he's like, right, what happened? Like, she's like, you're gonna have to tell me everything that happened. Right? Where it was, what happened, why Lord
Poor
Todrick has
Earwig.
done this.
How does she react to it?
She pretty
Like-
pretty chill. It's not the worst thing she's ever heard.
This session, or
Yeah, we could just assume it happened like at the end, after signing the contracts, because we don't have to go through your whole backstory again. What'd you call it? She basically tells you as well that she fucking hates Lord Toldridge. Like, she hates where, like, she only does stuff for him because he pays well. Like,
Money,
usually it's to find out rumors about other rival lords and things like untasteful stuff that he can use.
like she's not at all like surprised to hear like that he basically had his own sister killed.
No, not surprised at all. She's just like, what a bastard. She's like, I knew I hated that fucking bastard, foul-mouthed little cretin that he's like. She often calls him very things you wouldn't expect a lady to say. You know what I mean? She's pretty
She's not a
foul-mouthed, this
lady,
Keller.
she's a criminal.
Oh yeah. She's not a criminal. She's smart.
But she's soft
Mm.
deep inside.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if.
How
and Lars,
surprised would she
Lars
be
is
like
gonna
at?
be cool as
no.
well. No, go on.
Sorry. Oh, yeah. How surprised would she be at like my my history with them?
What with the Lord Eldridge?
Yeah.
Probably not very. Things like that happen all the time. You know what I mean? Like, tabaxi they are pretty rare, but like they're not like. You could easily walk around Neverwinter and see a couple of them. You know what I mean? Like, so and having a mascot like that, which you basically were, would be no surprise. Just surprised you weren't the court jester.
Right? Does she like wonder anything like what the fuck did Rose see in this guy? Like,
She probably keeps it to herself though. Just like, ugh. The cat dick better be good.
Probably. Yeah.
looks it up real quick in a book. Oh, barbs.
Yikes. Hope she didn't like it up the wrong end.
Yeah, look, I'll say this, Look does not trust her, and he, at some point in this campaign, I will find an excuse to slap her, and I hope you're ready for that. Like,
Probably in a fit of passion while you're fucking.
The hate fuck.
it would be hate. It would be hate, to say the least. It would not be a kind endeavour. But yeah, he will find an excuse to slap her at some point. He will find an excuse.
Okay.
The only reason why he's holding back is not to piss off the goddamn party.
Oh, I'm so
Damn.
glad you guys took that deal. Laughs in DM secrets.
I mean,
No, I'm joking. No. Like literally, it feels like, oh, now you work for this big bad crime lord. Like it's not going to be like that, boys. I'm not going to have you as fucking. You need to go to this house and execute this guy because
Yeah.
he's not giving me money. Like that's
but,
not
but
what
even
she.
stuff like,
That's not what
yeah,
she wants you
leave this
for.
message. Even like stuff like leave this message in a bottle, you know, stuff like that. It's like,
No, but it's like that. That's not what she needs you for. She needs you to be the men on the wall. Like she's
yeah.
exploiting what you were going to be
Yeah,
doing anyway. You know what I mean?
Like, we are her scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't feel like we're truly good guys. But that is something Leo would keep
And
to
we
himself.
were good guys. What?
Yes, we were.
I mean, if you are doing stuff like, you know,
I'm just doing
helping
it
out
to
with
fight,
like
man.
works
That's
and
all I'm
stuff like
about.
that, then I mean,
But,
it's
yeah.
it probably works
I'm
out in
joking.
the end, right?
Maybe that's Leo. What Leo really wants to do
what's that?
is turn you guys into a bunch of righteous folk.
Yawn, righteous D&D characters that just give everything away. Yawn. No, I'm joking. Oh no, we can't do that. It's naughty.
Oh,
Yawn.
I need to play the.
Yeah, but
No,
in
I'm joking, I'm
character,
joking.
Yeah, I need to play the cleric in some way. You know?
but in character, I'm sure I probably like try and discuss this with Leia and kind of like make the argument that if she does keep us around for like PR, she's probably gonna have us do, you know, like positive PR things, which is probably gonna be stuff like, you know, helping out with orc trouble, saving
going-
people, whatever. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe this does work out, you know.
We could kill her.
She's an information broker. Like she's not going around fucking. No, she's not knocking down shop windows. She's basically what she does now is she's an information broker. So
Like, maybe the work we do for her could be for the good.
Maybe part of my mission is making her be more righteous and turn to the good
fuck
side.
off, Leo.
Ah,
You can probably try.
You could
I
try.
could try, but that is some interesting shit. You know, this lady is gonna be super hard to turn to the good side, and if I do,
You know why I told you
Legendary.
no about her alignment? Don't have a fucking clue what alignment she is. I'm just
I'd
winging
say
it.
she's neutral evil from the
I
way
feel
she's
like it
acting.
would be pretty good part of her character though that we don't know.
yeah. But we already kind of know she's
I'm not a
evil,
fan
right?
of the alignment thing,
but
to
I
be
wanted,
honest.
I wanted
anyway.
to see if she
Yeah,
was
I
like
don't like
chaotic
the
evil,
alignment.
you know?
I don't like the alignment thing either. It just feels like
Nah, I'm
just
not-
a thing that's in the way of making complex characters, you know.
The thing like, oh, I'm lawful evil. That means, oh no, I can never do anything good. And that's not what it means.
It's like
You know what I
everyone
mean?
is a Star Wars character.
And it's like, oh, I'm a paladin and I'm lawful good, so like I'd never do this. And it's like, well, why not? Like if it's what you need to do it. You know what I mean? That's character development.
No, that's something a
Evolving.
Sith would say.
Something my big dick would say. Boosh.
I don't like alignment because it's
Sith
subjective to
probably
the
say that.
individual.
Yeah, it's a subjective. Like I get why.
Yeah,
I
like-
think
But
It's more
the thing, though, like,
guidelines than
if
it
I
is-
see
Yeah.
her,
Because-
if she like turns up as chaotic evil, I'd be like, fuck no.
Because here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You can be a lawful neutral like paladin or whatever from Cannonport, but that doesn't mean your character hasn't at some point owned slaves or some shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
if you're lawful.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
like what Apoth
No,
is
in
saying. Like,
Cannonport, slavery's like I think it's 3 slaves to every 1 person.
I mean, my mom and dad probably had it.
But yeah, it's like as like Apoth says too. Like it's also kind of like up to the individual. Like I would point out that there's a lot of like pretty fucking horrible people in history that thought that they were the good guy. I mean, Hitler is kind
Exactly.
of like the classic example. Like Hitler didn't like wake up every morning and do like a Saturday morning cartoon villain laugh. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. Probably lawful neutral.
Wait, I do that.
Hitler. Like in his eyes, he's lawful neutral, isn't he? You know what I mean? But to us, he's chaotic evil. But he wasn't.
Like from his own perspective, he was like saving the
Actually, I
German
think-
people.
I think Hitler did nothing wrong, honestly.
Well, he was
No.
actually smoking.
Kidding.
I'm leaving.
See you later,
It's a
boss.
good thing I'm not monetizing these videos.
I'm just kidding.
I'll be
It's
back in a minute,
something
boys. I
that
just need a
what
quick
can I
piss.
say? Okay. Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're
I'm thinking like
ending this thing here.
maybe we could. But I'm thinking
Viking
like
with
if I
D&D with Viking, yada yada yada.